Now live with Emacdahost and life. Big booms.
First of all, I pulled up with my clutch. The hitters outside in the car. The hitters, I'm the only one that's going in. I'm in my zone, can't find no deal button. Nah, she wanna vibe, Netflix and chill something. She like, I'm just trying to build something. Well, first of all, I'm just trying to kill something. They can't move with me, I move swiftly. Give up with these niggas, they too messy. They like he ballin', look at them judges. First of all, it's only 250. It's nothing. Shorty out here really sucking dick. He done got on the phone, seen all the pics. Now I ain't hitting my line and sending threats. First of all, you need to check your pics. They like, why you pull up with the A? First of all, you been talking crazy.
Let us know you are.
They like, what the fuck you doing? Yeah. First of all, pull up with your lady. First of all, you been talking crazy. First of all, pull up with your lady.
First of all, I got the hammer, so don't write down. 3 chains on, reach forward and hit guys out. I'm from Southside, niggas don't like it when I come round. Your bitch on my dick, she get excited when I come round. That's first of all, I'm from a block where niggas supposed to ball. I had to score, water depending on me, that first of all. Niggas always looking for help, I told them first of all. I was you and niggas was hungry, okay, I heard it all. Trapping at a house, not no ghetto nigga, that's first of all. Started with the list, bagging up and back at that corner store. First of all, if you ain't fucking, then on the books, you bitch, I'm close to Rachel, I ain't got time to be on no sucking shit. Fuck a picture, my shot like a dirt and kick out of my shit. I'm hella look like early 2000 when I was smoking bitch. Take a trip, beat on my bumper, I'm choking major flip. First of all, you said that you hustle, I never heard of y'all.
They like, why you pull up with the A? First of all, you been talking crazy. They like, what the fuck you doing? Yeah. First of all, pull up with your lady. First of all, you been talking crazy. First of all,
that's a juicy why. That's a new juicy why.
Pull up with your lady.
Centers all the way in DC. That first of all just went off by G2Y. Shout out to CJ on the check-in.
It's frozen. Yeah. My neck is frozen. My wrist is frozen. She know I'm chosen. That's why she chose me. She in love with the squad. She in love with the game.
Have a friend,
Always maybe the change. My neck is frozen. My wrist is frozen. She know I'm chosen. That's why she chosen. She in love with the squad. Always maybe the game. Always maybe the watch. Always maybe the change. It might be the watch, or maybe the chain. It might be the style, or maybe the fame. Maybe I'm choosing just because of my name. Maybe the game. From others, I've been around cycle. She's on my mind, I'm a fan of the package. Always got somebody looking for backup. Looking on river, we looking to regular. Can't be like the movie cheating and stealing. Hopped in my bag and got out of my feelings. Sky's the limit, I ain't never selling. Sky's the limit, I ain't never selling.
I'm the track in there right now. This is the time for time we're in the building tonight.
You know I do it like solo game. My wrist is frozen. She know I'm chosen. That's why she chose me. She ain't love with the spot. She in love with the game. When I think it's a watch, always maybe the change. My neck is frozen. My wrist been frozen. She know I'm chosen. That's why she chose me. She in love with the spot. Always maybe the game. Always maybe the watch. Always maybe the change. Been in love, but I'm in the night. Looking for me, I'm in the money. Who would told you they close the top? If it's 50, then I'm a runner. But there's nothing I'm coming up. So if 50, then double up. All my friends are they get this stuff. Mix the potion like power puff. If I'm short, then I read tongue. Look, I'm gonna just stay a talking. I'll be dripping just like a funnel. I'll be dripping just like a funnel. And then look at this sugar love. I'll be snowboarding to the club. Yeah, cupping this double up. Mix the potion like power puff. My neck is frozen. My wrist is frozen. She know I'm chosen. That's why she chose me. She in love with the squad. She in love with the game.
You want to be a guest? I think you're a guest too.
Always maybe the change. My neck is frozen.
Oh, it's on tonight.
My wrist been frozen.
We're in the building tonight. Cam Collective is on the check-in. Studio is on the check-in. Share it on your page. Everybody share it on your page. Always maybe the change. This is what's good, Israel. That's what we all listen to. What we all listen to.
I like to cash out.
I like the ball now.
Count them blue faces. I can get them on now. My niggas say less.
Say less.
We got it on now. I like to drill bitches.
Taking them all down.
I like to cash out.
I like the ball now. Count them blue faces. We got them on now. My niggas say less.
We got it on now. I like to drill bitches. Taking them all down. I'm just blessed. She ain't on my ex.
Cardi B, you got everybody protected. Cardi B, you next. Whoa. They sound what's good on the check. Williamsburg, PL will be in the building tonight.
Right now, I see niggas jealous.
And they envy us.
Same niggas reaching out. Thought that they could finish us.
Doing them right now. Sharing on the page.
Caught a case. Now I need 100 just to live it up. I don't know what to tell them. They label me a felon. I was trying to save them kids and get my mama out the belly of the big smoke. Playing by the rules, we never cheat though. She love a nigga that's she know count the scenes. All I know is hustle. I ain't never had luck. I like to cash out, cause I ain't never had much. When you see me out, know a nigga really come from nothing. I salute you if you win and read the topic of discussion.
I like to cash out. I like the ball now.
Count them blue faces. I need some more.
Now everybody check.
We got it on now. I like to drill bitches.
Taking them all down.
I like to cash out.
I like the ball now.
Count them blue faces. I need some more now.
My niggas say less, say less.
We got it on now. I like to drill bitches.
Taking them all down. Dr. Brando, what's good on the second?
I'm in the mood to give me a mommy too. Emily rocking the cooch. I got
good, my guy.
I'm in the track, you know what's first. If you say I'm a good person,
yo.
I don't know who the worst. Like niggas always bitches. I treated them like safe bitches. Trying to get my cake bigger. Trying to get my safe bigger. Go chain my neck litter. Reach for it, you'll get hit up. I don't trust niggas. I don't feel niggas. I'm in the bank like fill up. My niggas might kill something. So I'm the fake from the been waiting for the new what are you doing? Throw back with the back yours. I don't know how these rats moving. I'm trying to win, trying to make moves. Get Gucci, my track moving. Count it up.
Ralph was good. Ranzo Fly was good. I'm gonna ask you to take the ball. Ranzo Fly was good. We're in the building, man.
Blue faces.
My niggas say less. Yo. Ralph was good. I need everybody to share on your page tonight. Yo.
Yeah, that what's the name on it?
Shit.
Shout out to Ammo Smoke.
Shout out to Emacdahost. Like Lee Bugs.
Yo.
DJ Castle. Level Up is in the building. Ammo Smoke. You already know what it is. Brooklyn, what up? Got the city in the uproar.
Casanova made him watch.
Because a hungry nigga trying to
Stick him for his watch. Meanwhile,
I was posted up on the block, just touched down.
I was supposed to level up the spot, silly me.
I was trying to level up a notch, but time's rolling out and
The drug game's different.
everybody's snitching, bitching.
Politics. Too real to be a politician.
See this cloth got
It's free. Jonathan
My
is
old
free.
heads was drug lords. They ain't know
You can watch the whole joint tonight. Yeah, we'll be in the building. 40 Projects is in the building tonight.
Where the niggas don't play fair. Where even God couldn't protect his God's son when he was
Take a picture of y'all. We do it for y'all. You want to check it right now? Let us know. If you want to watch it in full, you can go to Myrtle Lane. Live on there.
Shout out to NYCD.
You know we fucking up the clubs.
Blazing lust, bang on deck, fuck shit up, level up, nigga.
They said this is an interview everybody's waiting for. Pull Mac out. Flaming a nigga with clothes. What about you?
The G's was 1200.
Well, them jeans are not cute.
I'd rather be a whole head.
In a cheap suit, you walk around, be a bozo, nigga, like you, nigga.
We ain't nothing like this called Fred.
You ain't cutting it right. Get the fuck off.
What up, Holmes? The boys back home. He's still on that bullshit before he's gone. Get the point? Still with my day ones. Esco snipes. Money ain't for life. That ain't never changed, y'all. They couldn't change me with life in the box. I'm too real. I gotta fight with the cops. You another story. I'm no Corey, but I'm something like it. At least when it comes to balls, cause my balls is something like them. Godly. What else could it cost me? You know what it is, my nigga. It's lost. Bye.
All right. See that, Mike? All right.
After 6:30.
Yo.
If you're an artist, you need to be in the building. Tropical Grill. December 21st.
All right now. All right now.
All right now.
We killers is all right now. Recipe show bell.
Go.
My nigga every corner and now Mike Brown. Nigga all right now.
Share it on your page.
All right now.
December 21st, all artists should be in the building. Tropical Grill is going down. Industry Ready Concert Part 2.
That's all right now. My people willing to rally and pull night now. But you pull up in the tech to a post.
What up, y'all? We on here. On them.
On site now, sitting
On them too.
bouncing all hype now. But you been hanging the song, come and get the break.
You're in the building December 10th. Sign up, email us everything at gmail.com on the show.
Mike Brown, AK in the way that he was right Brown. Tired, take a headshot at level 5 rounds.
Like out here
Kill
doing
soul,
shit in there.
let it die down.
Yo, turn that, man.
Let it slide now.
Good, good.
Moms gotta cry now. If we want answers and we feel like we want it right now, it's all right now. All right now. This motherfucker.
Go to check it, let us know you're on the check it.
Recipe show bell, recipe straight ball, my nigga every corner and now Mike Brown, nigga all right now, all right now. It's on the track, we're killing my lifestyle. But if we look like fire, we get an AC and beat this down, go to the A and we can't fight trap.
Watching the minute, keep it clear for you. Talking some shit that I can say I understand fully. Now the cops mad cause they see that from my mans for me. Looking at us funny cause we ain't not such a player hoodie. Walking with brothers get you brutalized. But I get locked, I will not commit suicide. You white boys do the same, they gon' move aside. Lord's paying me, they ain't the same if you would not. This is the topic I promise my brothers can't avoid. They shot the mirror in Ohio and came up with a toy. With no conviction, but they try to tell us killing noise. They go and kill the Paul McDonald out in Illinois. Oh, East New York, in Brooklyn, I came to speak out. To the mother, a time leak from the pink house. Peter Lane got probation, he had his beach house. But
You want to check in, let us know you want to check in. Top of the line will be in the building. Exclusive interviews.
I just hope I can make it home with my face safe. And I get shot by this rookie cop in the staircase. Why the fuck would you give him a bite? You see his head shake. Yeah, that nigga get shot, you on this damn face. So how about I just go to the rally? Get all my people behind me and just start hitting the pizza, tell them to get your body. It's all right
now, all right now. These motherfuckers be killers, it's all right now. Recipe show bell, recipe straight ball, my nigga every corner and now Mike Brown, nigga all right now, all right now. These fucking crackers killers cause our lifestyle. But if we look like this, we get an AC and beat this down with the DA and he can't fight trap.
Jason J on the check. We're going to check it, let us know. Share it on your page, share it on your page. Very good.
Started from nothing, but look at me now. Look at, I'm getting to the back.
Tony was good, Tony.
Baby, anyhow, can't bring me down. No, they can't bring me down. Yeah. Nah. They can't bring me down. No, they can't bring me down.
No one holding me down. I know how I feel to be broke. That's why I don't laugh at niggas who ain't got it, cause that ain't a joke. I done been in a position where I had to cook up the code. Mad at mama, I had weed in the oven, she turned on the stove. I be doing the most, but now I'm getting kinda selfish. They want my help, but I ain't had nobody else's. The streets taught me a lot. Yeah, more than my family did. Felt like I was in a box. Yeah, I was a damaged kid.
Hey, what up, Jay? What up, Pete? I think Pete put up a long time ago.
So before I send a shot, got a spot where the cameras is. Got a clip full of patience. Waiting on who's next. Turn your man to a patient. Still trying to get a breath. Still running out of patience. Still trying to get a check. Still been up on the same shit. Move right, get left. I've been through the struggle, I dealt with the hurt. Yeah, I just took it and smile. Brush up the shoulders and got on my grind. Look at me now. Started from nothing. But look at me now. Look at me now.
Shout out to everybody that's checking me. Share it on your page, tag somebody, tell them to share it on their page. Top of the line is in the building. Everybody's been waiting for this interview for a long time. The mixtape is out. Just that new G2Y. Tell us G2Y.
I wish I overslept, cause I don't want to feel this pain. I'm about to go insane. I feel like I'm stuck in the rain with a needle of cane. I gotta find somewhere to cope.
December 21st, my bad.
So I'm selling them coke. I'm feeling like I'm
don't tell me to play your music if you can't be there.
A lot of pain inside. Sometimes I don't go outside. See your mom struggle with no money, and it hurts your pride. I hold his son. Gotta do better. Feel like a fucking bum. Load a gun in these streets every night, trying to scrape the crumb. I know it's dumb. If I don't do it, who gon' get it done? Shit ain't fun. House wasn't there. There had no one-on-ones. A lot of tears. Tell the truth, hated him for a lot of years. A lot of fears. One is not dying, nigga. That pioneer. Can't wait to make you niggas is dying here. Still in here. Still got it locked. Nigga, Jamaican here. Started from nothing.
Hey, Ms. Mills.
But look at me now.
If you locked in, let us know you locked in.
Getting to it.
You on like?
Baby,
Yeah, I got that joint on. Yeah, we live. Ready to live, baby. Everything we go.
My guy, Mr. P Rock.
What's good? I wild Waka out too. If you want to call me that. I wild Waka out too. If you call me Mr. P Rock. P Rock.
Mac Rock.
I've been through them cloudy days. When it rained, it poured, niggas stayed away. They start switching up.
Thank you, Miss Mill.
I got back on my feet, wanna be my man.
That's a juicy wild.
I ain't with that funny shit.
I need everybody to share it on their page. Tell a friend.
Mess around and empty out the plan.
My God, the big cloud. Oh, I gotta call you tomorrow, bro. We got a lot of talking to do.
That's what it is. Let's
Oh, you see the shirt? Look. This is for you, Emma.
Started from nothing. But look at me.
I got Rob on the jacket. Who got khakis on the jacket? Who got khakis? I'm on the jacket. It must be a good day. Who got khakis on the jacket? I thought he forgot about me.
No, they can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. No, they can't bring me down.
Shout out to everybody on the jacket, man. We're gonna go to this last verse. And we're gonna talk a whole lot of shit. And we're gonna bring Kiara in the building.
Look, you already know. Let a whole big motherfucking hoe come. What's y'all done? Let a whole big motherfucking
Look at Drake Waves over there.
Oh man, I'm Drake. Oh my God. Mr. P Rock. P Rock.
Already know.
Another Thursday.
Look, we got a dope interview tonight. Stop. Top of the line in the building. Everybody's waiting for this interview.
Already. Walk through, drink too much sauce. All spaghetti, already.
Share it on your page. I need y'all to share it on your page. I need y'all to get the numbers up. Uncle Sam, what's good, Uncle Sam?
Let a whole big motherfucking hoe go. She fucking the drug. And let a whole big motherfucking hoe cause you already know.
Y'all can always call up. T-Tides on the check-in. Y'all can always call up.
You already know.
You already know. We're gonna be here for a long time tonight. After a while, we'll be in the building. Old Mac, no laugh is in the building. If you don't got Old Mac on your Facebook page, something's wrong with you. Old Mac is the funniest nigga on Facebook. When I need to laugh, go to Old Mac page. I ain't like, if you want to laugh, go to Old Mac page. There's always some shit going on. When I feel bad, I just say, let me go see what my brother's doing. He always got some shit going. I think he has the best page on Facebook right there. Look, Tone agree, Tone. Old Mac has the best page on Facebook right now. If you want to hear about girls with fake feet, go to Old Mac page. He writing all kinds of shit. Blinky blink on the check-in. So we all told him Blinky blink is on the check-in. In the building. He said he's just living. Old Mac got the best page. Tell me right now, people. Look. Even out. Even his just said, that's a 50. Yo, what's good, what's good? If you want to laugh, go to Old Mac page. Mike, what up? It don't matter what time you get on that shit. You gonna have some shit up there. Chef, when I'm in the kitchen. You're getting here tonight. Sooner or later, you'll be back up here. Everybody playing for TL tonight. Every question, y'all can ask the question too if y'all want to ask TL tonight. But every question you want to ask will be asked. We're going to focus on that mixtape drink on the side there. Window. Just going to focus on that. Shout out to everybody checking. We only checking here on the page. Shout out to everybody tweeting for the greatest of the story. Down to 40. Down to Rockaway Bullet. Down to 134.
Shout out to the blocks, man. Shout out to every block in the world.
North side, south side.
Except the block where the suckers are.
Oh, yeah. Don't shout those blocks though. Y'all got to let us know the blocks.
Yeah. No suckers, man.
Let us know what blocks the suckers is on.
Yeah, we don't want to shout those blocks out. Oh, no.
Shout out to my guy, bro, nigga. We ain't just in one phone. We're going to take this down to 8. We don't know labor. That's updated 518.
Call us. Send the love. What's up? What's up?
You can always call up 1877.
Bro, Brad, what's up, man? My guy, man. Acquittal. Salute my guy, man. All them blocks. I don't know what block. I don't know what block he rep the world, man. Shout out to the world rappers, man. My homeboy just be the case and all that, man. Paperwork clean, man. Long Island, though. Oh man, Roosevelt, he everywhere there, all over the world, man. Salute to the real ones that stand tall, man. In the face of adversity.
Welcome home, G.I. You got free
man.
today and his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, man, definitely rep the world.
Free everybody. Ty West on the second.
All right.
Wow, man. I want to do a big Wayne concert.
Nah, we're gonna get that. But we gotta do that summer 18, just real dirty.
Yeah.
We might have to call a few promoters. CEO L, CEO Lady L. We ain't gonna let nobody else get on this. We gotta get this paperwork right. A lot of people paperwork ain't right, and y'all niggas is fronting. Y'all rapping ass industry niggas is fronting. None of y'all paperwork niggas is right. Let's get it. You gotta call her.
You gotta call her. Call her.
Let me download that. Call her. It's the main. The main. Call her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Could you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What's up?
This is Jose's cousin.
What's up, Jose's
Hello,
cousin?
Jose cousin.
This is Jose's cousin.
What's up, Jose's cousin? What's up, Jose's cousin? Don't got no name.
Hollywood, Amber, Hollywood.
What's up? My cousin, Pittsburgh. She got her own shop out there. She about to open up for Scarface.
Oh, that's dope.
Brother Lynch Mob Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm watching you right now, and I'm typing you messages, but I don't understand why you're not typing back to me, so I figured I would call.
Where you typing
That's
them
what
at?
family does.
Yeah, definitely. Where you typing them at?
On the live screen.
Amber just said, "Hey, Jose's cousin."
Nah, but yeah, man.
Check it.
Let them know. Let them know how to get in contact with you and everything.
I'm on all the social medias, most of them. Hollywood 156.
You're supposed to be here when you come to New York, so.
Oh yeah, my new video is about to come out. No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I know I came up there and didn't tell anybody, but I had to come in and get out.
Listen, man, you supposed to be here when you come to New York. Let's get it. We're gonna promote. Put some.
All right.
Get in Scarface ear when you talk to him. You know, talk your business. You got your own shop out there. Let's get the money. You know, I love you.
All right, I love you too. I'll see you on the internet.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see each other in person. Love you.
Love you, Jose cousin.
All right,
Be careful. Be careful.
I love you too.
Be careful out there, baby.
All right.
Later. Yeah, man. Shout out to my cousin, Amber. Love you, baby. Opening up with Scarface, working, got her own shop in Pittsburgh. Let's talk more work. Let's talk more work.
Tell a friend, got the line, and you're in a couple minutes. They're going to go overtime tonight. They got to share their life on the
Moving through the streets, money quite strong with my niggas mob beat. It's 21 mercy.
Last week, build on the check-in. I need everybody to share it on their page. This is a story that everybody wanted to hear. Need to hear. We're going to learn some rap history tonight. Then we're going to break down Shell's mixtape in full. So we'll be getting out of here late tonight. They waited. Good, baby. Always good to see you. What's up? Yeah, now. Come on, man. Hey, boy, let me go. Man. Yeah. Back. Motherfucker, I'm a savage. That ain't been a bill. That ain't live. This is live. I didn't lie. You got the most influence with you, and then you got the baby. I know. This shit hard right now. This shit hard right. Well, hey, I'm glad to take you back. Huh? Nah, it's a good. It's one of our promotional joints. It got the album on it, but you also can use it for whatever you want to use it for too. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But it's just it's a promo thing that we just doing. You know what I mean?
That's for the for the YouTube live for the website. Oh, all right. It's on YouTube right now. They go to our website. Like the interview will post live on our website.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
But it's also live on the YouTube now. You know, we got all the social network.
Oh, that's
Three cases that got my mind beat. The devil trying to knock me down. I won't go easy. Wonder why I'm looking at the same man. The man that fuck with you is fucking. That's what it is. Baby, I'm trying to keep Kanye away from me. Knowing that it's hurting your devil, you just spike right from me. And I'm gonna leave that there. Fucking with broke niggas, you should kill yourself. There's no niggas in the bitches. No money, you just miss them up.
Yeah, we gotta move it out like that. Then we'll bring it in. You take this shit. Nah. I mess.
Ain't no tricks, no residue. Straight that play. I go west for the winter, east for the summer. Sour nigga, I do whatever I wanna.
That's a nice mic I got though, bro.
Yeah, man, trying to keep it going. It's a lot of politics. Anyway, you know people be just
everywhere.
Well, you still gotta work, man.
Yeah,
it's still a process.
That's what people don't understand. But that's how you get to that next level, though.
Yeah. Some people don't believe in themselves. They just want to be around it for a reason.
Right.
Okay, I'm sissing a little fair. No, I don't let those pussies burn. Freeze up, this pistol got hypothermia.
No, so you're gonna be topics. You're gonna take that shit. You're gonna be live on this on what's the name of this interview. Listen, don't worry. You're about the wrong thing. I think it is. Yeah, right here. Right here. Bring it out here. I fix the wire. You know where the next lane, you was never go, just swag up. You had to cut back, you know, squeeze until it's empty. Spin your block, I
do not own the copyright to none of the music. Don't turn this live on.
Talking to MFG, nigga, letter after F, dealing with a bunch of G niggas. It's the feeling what's over here, nigga. You a bitch, go over there, nigga. You heard of manifest destiny? That's when you take what you can when you can. The Greasers took it from the Redskins and we took it from them. And I'm gonna take it all from you, Jack, and not just because I can. But because this is my destiny.
Welcome to my life.
I paid for these stores, got my game tight. I had to change and go left and get my change right. To some, keeping it 100 too expensive, but yet still they overpaying for the fame price. Drink from a project window, looking at the fast life like it's a standing tempo. Seeing my info, go from common info to common crypto. What's the life I wanted to copy like a 10-foot? Seeing the result, showing hard work, man. Help me keep a cooler head up inside of the pillow. According to my demo, some say my name was just my attitude, throwing out in the window. Us never have been a hero. So when you say I think I'm the shit, ditto. I'm trying to play the hero. I have to say the nigga. My loyalty repeatedly fucking me like a little.
We gonna be here all night tonight. It's all overtime.
Long story short,
and we're gonna go through the whole mixtape.
You can tell them what you want to tell them. I'ma tell them how it is.
The only as good as the word fucking Lord, she was cursed with it. How you come back is your gift. I used to feel blessed to be alive till I felt what it feels like to live. It's blessings on blessings when you realize realest nigga on your team is your big.
Never got a fair shot. Devil smiling on my shoulders as the tears dry. Lost faith, found silence in the red blocks. I guess my mama is still using that clear pot. Seeing lanes do shining, it's a dark place. I ain't a hater, but it's a race a nigga heart rain. Money goes, big bombs on the bullshit. I'm this close to ending up like OJ in the car chase. Love and loyalty, I had to go. See the truth turn the lies with the war zone. Moment I was in the crowd for some spilled milk. Was when I realized the milk was out all along. I had to change to see it outside. I switched lanes, but I ain't never switched side. I say in vain, they ain't know that I was this dope. Long story short, here's a clip note.
Ready, Mike?
And you can tell them what you want to do.
Now we go look at the back.
That's the worst fucking loss you was cursed with. And how you come back is your gift.
My life.
I used to feel blessed to be alive till I felt what it feels like to live.
What's the link so they can watch live? Hit me about it.
You're now live with Emacdahost in life. We're in the building. TL is in the building.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't even gonna start the interview yet, though. We're gonna let y'all get y'all views up. On
Tell the people y'all want to run and tell.
No, yeah, tell a friend, tell a friend. Everybody
tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a hater, man.
Everybody's been waiting for this interview. I probably got more emails for this interview than I got a lot of them.
Yo, niggas was hitting me all day today. Like, yo, I gotta tune in, bro. You never spoke about a lot of shit. I'm like, man, this is it right here, bro.
Crazy thing is, me and Pooch was just talking about that. He said, L is only gonna give this interview to you.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you know what's crazy? Man, we spoke about it a while ago. I said, yo, E, I got an album. It's gonna come out, but I want to do it when an album comes out.
That's what we're talking about. We ain't doing no rush interview.
Yeah, I said, yo, I gotta do it coming out.
When L comes up here, it's gonna be planned out differently.
Absolutely. Man.
Everything I want it to be is gonna be planned out that way, not the other way. So we're gonna go through all 12 of the songs tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're gonna break them down for everybody.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take lines out of the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
See what
everybody
inspired
really
all of
listen
that.
to it.
Yeah.
Everybody be acting like, well, they don't listen to my shit. No, I listen to certain shit. Certain shit I skip through. Like Wonderful, I'm bringing you in if it goes through on the guest joint. I don't really know how to work the guest joint, but since we got L in here, we want to talk about this joint. Mason camera on L. That was the topic for the night.
Ooh.
Who did you go with?
Like, let's start it off right. Let's be clear. My favorite rappers coming up like that inspired me was Mason and Locks. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like Mason and Locks, all three of the Locks, not just Kids. Kids is my favorite. But make the Locks as a whole, like Mason and Locks, them niggas that inspired me, that got me like, yo, I'm a rap. When I heard the joint with Bethel, I was like, yo, he body Cam. But then when I heard the interview with Cam, and a lot of this shit is like lies. It kind of threw away the impact for me.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you listen to Cam's interview.
Yeah, that's true. But I only could go on that.
Now I'm gonna go on me speaking to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You might know a couple of them that
I'm talking about.
They saying total opposite.
Oh, they saying if it's true, then hands. But rap for rap. If we just talking about the Mace song and Cam joint, Mace got it, hands down. Hands down, Mace got it. But if a lot of that shit he said is not true, I can't go with it. I can't say he won because I can make up anything about a nigga there.
Let's fact check it. Rucker Park, we was there for that.
Facts. That's real fact. That's real
True
fact.
life change.
Real facts.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
How many lies is he really telling them?
But then when he said this shit about the sister, you got my name tatted on you. That I'm like, if one of those was true, it's nothing else to talk about.
If you go back and look, I think Cam does have Mace tatted on with the Harlem World and all of that.
I know I seen them before. They got the Harlem World tattoos on them, but I don't know if he got. I don't know. I don't know if he got.
They got a real niggas tattoo.
I don't know if he got.
You see a tattoo?
Yeah, he got $MA$E on them. That's different.
I think he's trying to say the Harlem World shit.
Oh, like that's him. All right.
I think that's what he mean the Harlem World brand. Because that's what Mace shit was, right?
Yeah. His shit, like even his first album was called Harlem World. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I can see that.
You left to go to Orlando. That's fact.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is pull back these interviews.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I pulled them all back. I know what Cam said when he left.
Yeah.
He got into a fight with a nigga on the corner and said Harlem wasn't feeling him no more and his mom got sick.
Yeah.
He took off.
Yeah, he went to Florida. He moved his mom down there and take care of it and all that. Yeah,
he took off.
I'm familiar with that story. Yeah, I'm familiar with that story.
When he's saying diplomat immunity, if you know what diplomat means, you
ain't
from here.
That was a hard line.
You all rat.
That's a hard line. That's a hard line. Like, but you know what? I don't think a lot of motherfuckers that don't know, they just know Mace from the church shit. Boy, it was nice, my nigga. Like we can't underscore that or undermine that or underrate that. That nigga was nice, my nigga. Bar for bar, he was nice, my nigga.
With one of my best friends.
He tripping.
We almost was not gonna be best friends.
Yeah, bro, tripping. He tripping. Mace was nice.
The shit he was supporting was getting me mad.
Yeah.
When I seen the diplomat immunity shit, I started laughing. If you on interviews saying certain shit leads you to be what makes it saying you are.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And you're speaking about real shit. And then I seen Cam's interview today, and he tried to contradict himself and say, I can't talk about some things. Guess what? You already talked about it.
See, I didn't see the initial joint. I didn't see. I heard about it. I seen the one from today. And before I seen the one for today, me and a few niggas, we having the same conversation. And I'm like, yo, it's certain shit, though, that you got to be like, interviewer's job is to ask you what they going to ask you. That's their job. But it's certain shit you got to be like, I just can't.
It's certain shit you don't volunteer.
Yeah, you can't give that information. Yeah, it's not up for, yo, you want to know something? You know what Shorty say in the movie? I know what body. Like, certain shit, you can't do that,
that
bro.
Was the first thing I said when I heard it's killer. One of my mans hit me up and said, yo, you go listen to that track. You're not gonna like nothing about it. The first couple sentences, I said, oh, he's crazy.
Yeah, like
I think he realized when they started calling him a rat, let me backtrack some of these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he goes on the track, he says it's a statute of limitation on them drugs. But then he turn around and say, but the murders though, I didn't see them.
I heard it.
Then you, little by little, you talk about some things you shouldn't be talking about.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then Jimmy has done this before.
Yeah.
But because Jim wilded out on interview saying some stuff that he shouldn't have been saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you break it down, and the crazy thing is, I like Dipset. I like Jim Jones out of all of them.
Now Jim is my nigga. Like real shit. I met a lot of niggas in this industry through my time in it. You know what I'm saying? And he one of the handful of niggas who 100.
Yeah.
Like I only judge a nigga off of my experiences with them and how I always seen them when I'm in their presence, and you know what I'm saying, just being around. Dude is 100, my nigga. Capo, salute to Capo, shout out to him. I just spoke to him like maybe 3 this morning. I just spoke to him. Like,
I've been around.
Yeah, that's my guy, my nigga. Capo 100, my nigga. Real nigga.
I seen him tweak off before when he said that shit. I said, oh, he's bugging the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
But it's his thing. He loyal though. He loyal to Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his guy. So when he went off on Mace, I wasn't surprised because I like knowing Jim for the little bit of time that I got to know him. He's like that. For his team and for his, especially for Harlem, he's gonna go.
He's gonna go.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
But then you see Joel's doing say, I inherit this beef. Yeah. When you go back and look at his interviews, like I don't really got a beef with Mace. I can only go by what somebody's telling me. So when you see Mace do his interview, I started laughing because Mace was telling me, bro, y'all niggas is programmed. Everything
I heard that.
What was you saying? When you coming back? No, I've been here. See, if you really paid attention, I'm still writing hits that y'all niggas is dancing to.
Fact.
Y'all niggas just not taking to my hits because what Cam is telling me.
What y'all were here.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's sticking them with that. And then I listened to Cam interview this morning, and he like, yo, I'm not jabbing. You've been jabbing him since SDE. Over 20 years.
That's a fact.
You really listen to it, but you said you're not picking on him. And this was the argument I was having. Yo, Mace is not relevant. He has to be relevant enough that
in order for you to bring that shit up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I just think it's a tricky situation, man, because they both can rap.
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to rapping, they both can rap.
Which Cam can rap?
Killer. Fuck with Killer, my nigga. You heard him. You heard him what he did to Queens. Like I take that personally. Like, do y'all remember that Clue freestyle with Noriega? Who else was on there? Nori.
The Big Pun joint. Nori.
Nah, it was Nori. Nature. Nori, Nature, and somebody else, and it was Mace went first, Cardan, and Cam came on that deep cover beat. Oh my God, Cam bodied that. And it was like a Queen. Clue set it up like Queens versus Harlem. Man, to this day I hold that. Like I owe Harlem for that. Like I can't wait to get on a joint where it's me and like 2 other official Queens niggas and some Harlem niggas on an interview. throw that beat. Fuck, we ain't talking about nothing. Throw that beat on. I owe y'all, my nigga.
That's what T.O. also bring to that hip hop history.
Yeah, oh, that's a fact, my nigga, because I come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that, bro. Like I said, Mason and the Locks was like, when I heard them, nigga, I was still in school playing ball. So when they was popping, I'm like, yo, my man. Actually, my boy, his name P. Rilla, he fucked with Floyd in him now.
Okay.
We went to school together. Yeah, that's my guy. You know, he's from Harlem. He put me on to.
He's on the money team.
Yeah, he's on the money. Right? Yeah. No, he actually running the shit now. Oh, he's the president of the whole movie. He was an artist. Like that's a fact. That's a fact. So that's my guy. Like we went to school together. We was playing ball and everything. You know what I'm saying? He put me on to them. Okay. So we used to be in a room, in the dorm room, like. I'm a freshman. Like he like, yo, you don't know these niggas? I'm like, nah. And then the crazy thing, they came down. I went to Virginia State. They came down there. They did a show. They opened up for the Lost Boys at the time. Okay, this was like '97. It's like 97. They opened up, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta start rapping. I gotta start rapping. 5 years later, I'm in a booth. You know what I'm saying? So them was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like that was I got put onto them. Jay, like Big was my all-time everything. Like Biggie Smalls is just like, man, when he said that line, black and ugly as ever. However, I just was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a skinny, dark-skinned nigga. Like I'm like, oh nah, that's what I'm talking about. And then I used to fuck with, like, I ain't gonna say used to, I think Jay is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay is the GOAT. He inspired me in so many different ways. The only thing with Jay-Z at the time, I felt out of place liking his shit.
It's like you wasn't supposed to like a Brooklyn.
No, not even that. The shit he was saying, I'm around, you gotta realize, 97, 98, I'm a ball player. I'm playing ball predominantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I was doing outside was a little weed handed. But I wasn't into the hustling. But everything around me was hustling. Yeah. My house was auntie house, like all the work. Everything was in my house. So I understood it when he said, what's the line Jay said? Selling all my weight, selling all my work wet, certain shit like that. And I'm like, damn, I understand what the fuck he talking about. Why do I understand that though? Because none of my peers don't get that. Yeah. So I used to listen to him and understand what he was talking about, but I didn't have nobody to talk about to it because they ain't know what the fuck he was talking about. They look at it like you bugging. Yeah, they looking at it like, why you like that nigga? Like they was on whatever else they was on at the time. But you know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, like, besides Big and Jay, and of course Nas. Like Nas was our, we are Queens nigga. That's like our logo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, that's our logo. I'm like, man, nobody fly than Nas. Like that nigga fly, my nigga. Like he talk that shit. But what was more relatable to me at the time was Mason a lot. It was more directly. Now we just, you know what I'm saying? So I gravitated towards them, and I just thought Mason, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my nigga. I fuck with them.
I said, now we talking about that this morning. What? 8 o'clock this morning.
Nobody lied and tell me you didn't want to be Mason. You was
no, that's a niggas wearing they hat to, with over they did over your eye. Yeah, you know all of that, my nigga. Like Mason.
Yo, Dipset did so much. I said, do you realize
Dipset Mace basically brung Dipset to
introduce them. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So of course they now you look at history, they grew up together. They were childhood friends.
Yeah, they played ball together, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I just turned on to them.
I have to argue about this whole thing because hip hop, I can't deny Mace rap good, but he went to the Lord, man.
Yeah, it threw me
God
off.
disrespect
It threw me off too, bro.
Real quick.
Listen, man.
I was a hood nigga that went to church, not a church nigga that went to the hood.
He said that.
Man,
he said that. But how
he care about all that shit.
How he did it
then
was
you see
right.
The videos, like
the
false prophet.
Why he did it?
You got to think.
I don't understand why he did it.
Don't be scared to think about the false prophet stuff. Just because somebody's a very talented artist, they could still be out here big and pushing the biggest misconception, like you said. He's out here. One day he's getting as much as Drake and Jay-Z, 1.5 million down streams in one day. So he spanked Cam in the corporate America world of this battle. Yeah. But you got to remember that right there lets you know why corporate America wants him, because he has so much influence. Yeah. Now the influence, you can't say it's good, you can't say it's bad. I don't know personally because I'm not going to let him lead me, but I can't front. Growing up, yes, I did listen to Mace music. Mace was basically battling Jay-Z for the title after Biggie died.
People don't know that, my nigga.
He actually had it.
No, because he was going at Jay to the point to where Jay had to make a new project and a whole record. Jay don't do that to you.
He was going double platinum before Jay-Z was going platinum.
That's a fact.
So you know that's when single people was getting single deals at that time. Big
moving singles.
Yeah, and he was saying his B-sides were going double platinum.
Yeah, and he ain't lying.
So, but
a lot of people don't know me
because they like we was fortunate enough to come up in an era where being a historian on this shit, it just became a part of us. Like without us even trying to be historians you had to.
Your homeboy is
you had to, my nigga. Now you could just I like this nigga today. But tomorrow, next Thursday, like, I'll fuck with that nigga, and that's cool. It's a cool way of being. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what they got to deal with in this generation.
That was really my argument. I'm like, yo, you telling me Cam is better than him because he's relevant?
Yeah.
I said that don't make a nigga better than him.
But that's what the mentality that is of today. You better than a nigga if you more popular.
But who shows more relevance?
But
once he puts some shit out here,
once he put out here, he kind of shows it. It shows like, no, this guy.
He hasn't been talking.
When I started breaking down to him, I said, is Cam performing at Gardens and Barclays or Hamilton Ballrooms and Urban Plaza?
Yeah.
That separates you right there.
Yeah.
I said, Mason's not performing at Urban Plaza and Hamilton Ballroom.
Yeah.
Cam just did touring shits.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It shows you who in the real world who's really here and who's here.
But Cam is more active in the hip hop community,
and that's why they say.
So that's why people's gonna go with Cam. You know what I'm saying? So like I get it, but I just look at it and just like, damn man, y'all like those people is missing out on so much. Like y'all missing out on so much that this is all y'all basing it on. This nigga's popular right now. That's all y'all basing on. Y'all missing out on so much.
Some people scared to think for themselves.
No,
whoever influence them, they like.
That's what they going.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go against the grain. I don't be the bad guy. I don't want to be the eyeball.
I'm telling you, 21 Savage and Uzi Vert is the best rappers.
They already started saying stuff.
They already saying that though.
Because they look at the first thing, they looking at the numbers, and all of them really flop.
Yeah.
What they projected to really be, every last one of them flop, except I think A Boogie.
But it's like this. Like the best. One of the best ways I could kind of compare that is like remember when N1 kind of took off.
Oh yeah.
When a few years ago, when it was just like, if you wasn't talking about AI or Cole or Vince Carter at that time, everybody else in the NBA was kind of considered them niggas ain't shit. I fuck with
the N1,
the professor and A1 and all. Them niggas was the shit. It just had its time. Now it's just that time to where if you're not an elite of what you do, lyrically, sonically, knowing how to pick the right music, knowing how to have the balance of a song that could say something and still move you, you just looked at it as like, all right, he rap. Yeah. But these niggas over here, that's the shit because they popular. Just like when N1, it was popular. Like you had people at sometimes, no disrespect to niggas like the professor. I think dude is dope at what he do. But at that time, you had people really saying, nah, that nigga supposed to be in the league. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa. They don't understand how to really play basketball. Like, let's hold up on that though, bro. Like, he nice at N1. Like, he moved that culture to another level, a whole nother level. But pump the brakes, talking about, nah, that's fucked up. He supposed to be. And I had arguments with niggas at that time. Like,
they really make you mad.
Yeah, and I'm like, and they asking me like, yo, L, you play ball, nigga. Like, you was on scholarship, so you know. You don't think he supposed to be in the league?
No, that's why I'm telling you no.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you no. Niggas no, he ain't supposed to be in the league.
I'm telling you no.
Yeah, I'm like, but that's what today is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to 21 Savage. It's certain of these niggas, like I fuck with they shit because as contrary as it might seem, the music I listen to, I love ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm into the rap. It's crazy because I can't write that shit. I can't write it. That's probably why I love it so much. I love the ratchet. Fucked up. Let's be ignorant. I love that shit, my nigga. Like I'm in a house, I'm bumping out. That's my shit. So I get it. But I wouldn't say niggas belong in a league. Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I fuck with their music. Like,
you can't really tell them that they really.
Nah, you can't. I don't even argue with them though. I don't argue with them because I would be contradiction because I listen to some of that shit. To me, bullshit is bullshit. In our era, we had some whack niggas too, bro. Like, we're not gonna do that, my nigga. Like, if you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was some whack niggas, my nigga.
We got away with niggas like, see, bro, our whack niggas only had one hit and they gone.
But they was whack, though.
Staying power.
What?
That's because of the game has changed. Now you don't need the labels. You can have that one hit and be an independent grind.
Mm-hmm.
You getting so many connections, so many shows that you able to live. Like, think about it. A lot of these whack niggas, these niggas is doing, let's say by minimum, they doing 4 or 5 shows a month at minimum of 5 to 10 grand. Nigga, they're supporting the life. Mm-hmm. They could take care of themselves and their mama. That's every hood nigga's dream. Like, listen, I gotta get right, so I gotta get mom's right. I gotta make sure mom's is good for the rest of her time. She good. If them niggas, you able to do 4 or 5 shows a month from 5 to 10 grand a month, you good, bro. You good.
First thing, I'm not one to knock them. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get your money.
Yeah, and that's how I want it. Like,
don't just say they grace. That's what kills.
But it's not the artist that's saying it. It's the people.
No, see, because
it's the people.
But that's the thing. Like, you really gonna argue? A person will tell me, "Yo, Uzi is better than Mason."
But you can't. You losing if you argue that, bro. You gonna
argue to your face.
Yeah. They gonna look at you like you crazy.
You can bring up any fact.
Yeah, they gonna look at you like you crazy.
They said, "Yo, shut your fat having ass up."
When I see them writing, I said, "I'll be wanting to get on the Facebook post," and I'll be like, "Nah, because I'm gonna kill this person."
I don't answer nobody. Niggas hit me all day and they come, "Yo, what you think of?" I'm not answering to that, bro. You know what I do? I like what they say. Yo, what you think of Uzi? I think that nigga nice. You know what I do? Click like your comment. So you know I'm not ignoring you, but I'm not gonna get into that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's no way for me. Yeah, I'm not worth it.
And that's my favorite one.
And I fuck with him. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's crazy, man. It's L1 versus NBA.
Right.
That's what it is, man. It's L1 versus NBA, man.
We gonna go to another joint real quick, Al. We gonna start this interview.
That's good. Yo, somebody just hit me and said that on the audio they can't hear the audio.
On your Twitter.
On your Twitter. All right, I'm about to.
Yeah, so you can take care of that. I don't know if y'all can email it. I guess you can send it text if I can email them.
I got it right there.
Yeah, you got it right?
Yeah, all right.
That is, if you click on that, that'll go right to that. Yeah, something in that. I'll bring the phone around. I want you to do that on that live right now. I'll get the order. I'll take care of it.
So everybody waiting for the interview too.
We get in this fuck. They saw me back up on the corners getting picked up. I started running like a 6 came up and got it joint like a 6 buck. 7 flatter floated for the cheese. It's that shit that they say gon' be bitch for the city. That's that shit that they say nigga gon' be stunning. Top down looking like the coupe going through something. Please no, I ain't just giving.
Somebody else just hit me too and said the same thing. Audio. Yeah.
If they want, tell them they can watch it on Merchant Lane's YouTube too. Or tell them on your Facebook page. It already tagged you.
Where listen at?
On Facebook, right?
Yeah, they go right to your Facebook.
Niggas hating on the kid, but he don't bother me. You ain't fucking with the team and use a robbery. So it's fuck everybody, no monogamy. If you ain't about the money, don't be calling me. If you ain't getting money, my apology. It's always about the money, we policy. And we been getting to the money.
How you know I was coming for a
It only makes sense at this time.
Shout out to the team, even your machine. Underground king, we the word of mouth. Best rap alive that you probably never heard
about. They said they were going to do that.
Lord, just hurry up.
I think he was watching on Yak Radio. 2 of them hit me and said the same thing.
Tell them always go right to your page. You already tagged it.
Something else, like to the YouTube or something right now.
All right, what's the YouTube?
Because the one I just sent you.
All right.
That I just put on your Twitter.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Because Yak Radio is not visual. This will be visual too. The Yak Radio is just audio. And that guy, sit back there. I want to get you in the shot. Sit back there.
Sit over there.
No, like right there. I'm gonna get you in the shot.
Oh, okay.
Now I got more wire. That's what I'm trying to say. Get comfortable. And I got more wire to give you.
This the only shit that came up on the Twitter.
Let me tag you.
Yeah. I can hear it. I said they have to upgrade the phone. Back Mayor was good on the check-in. If you're on the check-in, share right now in your page. That's the last shit.
Or you got a link? You can text me the link and I can just send it to them right now. I can have niggas send it out crazy. 718-926-1761. They think that I'm Nike. You can catch me fair. The first one to indict me. 1761. 926. Now he got it, man. He's already took it out. Got it out.
Oh, I came to build it. What up, cuzzo?
We're not gonna get this confused like this ain't what I do like. This rap dance ain't put that devil flow like the in the moonlight. This guy talking that flesh. Like, I don't give a fuck about who nice. The wrong move get you left. Like, I don't give a fuck about who right. Playing the game. I had to learn how to get it myself. The feeling I'm brain home for being who nobody felt. Perfecting my lane. Can't get it to nobody else. The money, the fame came on half and nobody helped. Well, I come through so dope boy dreamed up. Now these niggas don't like me. It's Gucci when we link up. And all my niggas so icy. Whole world gotta keep that heat up. That's just how that life is. They like, oh, he geeked up. I'm like, bitch, I might. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. He shotguns on 50. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. He shotguns on 50. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. He shotguns on 50. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. I'm doing like Ricky. He shotguns on 50.
Set it up. Yeah. Yeah, get a little more. We back. Top of the line is in the building.
Yeah, I know.
He went through the topics with us. Shout out to everybody that's on the check-in on the Facebook Live. If you can't watch it, if you can't hear it on the Yak Radio website, go to Merging Lanes YouTube. You can watch it there, or you can go on my page or TL page right now.
Yeah.
The show is live. Should I turn the phone on?
No, somebody had somebody's phone. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. We are live. It's the interview a lot of people have been waiting for. I've been saying it on the Facebook Live. To go, where's CL at? How time he got up here? I told y'all everything is timing. We're going to end the month off with this interview too. So, L, let everybody know where you from.
Oh, man, Southside Jamaica, Queens, man. Born and raised, man. Mama from 108, daddy from 109. All the way, you know what I'm saying? All the way, young nigga. I'm straight. Hey, the niggas, you talk about like, boy, right now, I'm looking at his waves. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. My nigga, like,
crazy.
Man, this shit crazy.
You came in, I said, damn, L shit crazy.
Nah, but my shit be hard because I'm not mixed with nothing. Like, I'm straight South Jamaica.
But this shit is smooth as a
Yeah, but nigga, I be telling you, like, yo, I'm not mixed.
That Cherokee crazy.
Yeah, that shit is good, bro. Like, that's cheating.
No, the crazy shit is I was anticipating him coming. I said, I gotta get my shit done.
Yeah,
Fuck L, they got me on this one. No, the crazy shit is because I always say, I know L's just gonna be on fire.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
I work hard. Like, yeah, that's true. That's true. And every time I say, I'm like, damn, boy, shit, he's spinning, my nigga. Like, damn, man, like my dad and mom is from 40 projects. Like, y'all couldn't be mixed with nothing. You ain't see no Spanish niggas in the hood you want to fuck with. Dad, you ain't see the Dominican chick in the hood. Dad, what's up, man?
So I always try to prepare for that shit. I know this shit gonna be spinning. I said, shit. My barber cut my shit. I said, we lost tonight. As soon as he took the hat off.
Shout out to my barber, O'Shea, man. Always get me right, man.
Big Wayne, we lost, all right, Big Wayne. So I said, let me put my fucking hat back on. Both of y'all niggas got your other shit going.
Man, I work hard for this shit, man.
Well, L, welcome back.
Appreciate
a lot of
it,
people didn't see
man.
the first interview. So
yeah.
And that was definitely.
I just watched that too the other day, man. That's crazy. I just looking back like, wow. And that was at a tough time for me, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in a dark hole at that time for like a 4 or 5 year period. Like I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to watch that interview in order to kind of rehash my mind of, damn, I remember this. Like I was in such a dark space at that time, bro. Like you was the first nigga to reach out. Like, L, I gotta come through and get that interview. You know what I'm saying? We sat in the studio that night. Like I just said, I watched it the other night and I'm just looking at it like,
I went to work late and all that.
Yeah. We had a good time that night, man. I had just recorded. The crazy thing is when you came, I think I had just recorded Casualties of War, or I did the video. It was something I would Casualties of War I just did.
You just did Casualties of War.
Yeah.
You came there. And you were going to go do the video.
Going to do the video. That's what it is. Yeah.
We ain't going to do this interview until we get the video.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. And I wrote that record after the, you know, I went through the tragedy. I got the beat for the record. That was the last beat that I got that my brother and Dre Mose heard. We was actually in the studio. Shout out to Money Mars, the producer on it. He came to the studio. I met him online, I think. I said, yo, pull up to the hood. He was like, where at? I'm like, nigga, we in Southside, whatever. He pulled up though. You got it. So he pulled up. He played like, and I told him, I said, yo, look, bro, you ain't got to play me a gang of beats. Just, I want that heat right away. So he played like 3 beats. Casualties of War was the 3rd beat. I just stopped this. So that's it right there, bro. That's it. Like it was just, I just felt it. So we, you know, we sat in there, me, my brother and Dre. I got a picture from that too. You know what I'm saying? That particular night. And they was like, where you gonna go with this? And I was like, I just gotta sit with it for a minute. And that was the last time we've been in the studio together. And then like 2 or 3 days later was when that shit happened. Crazy. So I didn't record. I actually wrote it the day before that happened, that Saturday. That happened on Sunday. I wrote it that Saturday. I didn't record it until maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before we did that. Like it took me that long. I just was like, man, it's bigger. This life is bigger. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just bringing that up, like that space was
because a lot of people always ask me, what's one of your best interviews? And I always go back to that one.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it. That was a dope interview.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think the other interviews I did that was crazy and all that.
Yeah. Nah, you got some joints, bro. You got some hits under the belt, nigga. I be watching.
That's what we trying to remind a lot of people.
Yeah, nah, you got some hits, man. Trust me, bro. I be watching. I'm like, boy, got some hits.
But a lot of people trying to keep Mac mouth shut.
But you can't. You can't.
In certain situations, you can with platforms. You know,
I get it because I went through it. I get it. I went through it. Yeah, I get it.
I don't give a fuck.
But when the person
still to today getting dollars over
here. Everybody say that.
I don't care. I don't.
But it was just it was a great time. Like that time. Like
times it don't matter.
Yeah, but I'm just like the feeling of it, like that I get from it. Like bro, like I really like people understand when I did that record. First of all, I wrote the record my first time ever going to Miami. We went to I forgot what the club was down there. The shit was bananas. It wasn't even a strip club, but they had bitches in there. We had them taking off their shirts and shit. It wasn't even a strip club. They was just taking off. They was rocking with us. And the next day we had to come back to New York. Yeah, like we wasn't, you know, we was alright, but we had just got a van, so we driving everywhere. We driving back home. We drove to Miami. We drove back home. We stopped in Charlotte. We stopped in Virginia. Just different places that at the time Hood Affairs was kind of big. Yeah. So we had stopped filming different people. Yeah. I'm doing features with people. We just getting some money along the way home. On a van coming from Miami is when I wrote Dollars. And I recorded this shit up at Murder Inc. On a broken ankle. Now, everybody know me. You see me in a booth. I'm the most dancingest nigga in the world around in a booth. Like I could never record like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I need to be this. Niggas be laughing like he really records like that. I need to be into it. I'm recording Dollars. God bless. Y'all remember Sonny Black? Sonny Black was holding me up in the booth. Like so I can move around. He's holding me like this, literally holding my weight. And I'm on one leg, like leave out them dollars over here, like going crazy. And then I remember Herb came in the shit and he was just laughing like, look at this nigga on his mode. Like, you know, so at the time, man, it was just dope, bro. It was a dope time.
That song is timeless.
Yeah, everybody said. I still do that at shows and they love it.
Yeah,
they love it. They love that shit, bro.
They love it.
They love that shit, man.
Now, El, I want to know how you got this, Big Bro. What made you take that on?
The young boys, the new generation. You know what I'm saying? Like they all looked at me like I'm at the age where I didn't hit the milestone of the 40 and over yet, but I'm right there. So to the older guys, I'm their little brother. That's our little brother. Like he gonna speak for us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with the rap shit, so L gonna talk that shit for us. To the young boys, that's like, I want to say 30, that's just hitting 30 and up. To them, that would be my like that's big bro, because the music that y'all came up under, it was kind of that. So it was like he's the nigga that we was listening to when we got into rap. Just the type of shit.
If you talk about rap, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah, so yeah, that's exactly. So I always say like I'm kind of blessed in that area right now where I kind of got the best of both worlds, so to say. The 30 and up crowd,
yeah,
that's my crowd, and the guys that's 40 and up is like that's our little brother right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They look at me and then
you actually in two generations.
So it works, and I'm like, yeah, but at the time I was like scared. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting home. And my wife, she always be like, yo, what are you tripping about, my nigga? Like, you don't grow facial hair. You don't age. You don't got grays. Like, what are you tripping about? You know what I'm saying? She's like, and my wife is the biggest TL fan, and she talk more shit than I talk. So she like literally saying like this verbatim, nigga, you're bugging. You snap out of that bullshit. Like, you good. So, you know, that helped me along the way. And just seeing the young boys' energy helped me a lot, too.
I wouldn't think TL would be nervous about that.
I was, bro, because you know that saying, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, that Murphy's Law? I kind of went through that. And it wasn't what I went through that fucked me up. It was the people that I thought that was 100, that didn't keep it 100, that fucked me up. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I didn't cry. It's crazy this sounds. Excuse me, Mama Penny and Dre wife for saying it. I didn't cry when they got killed. I cried after, when everybody ran from me. That's when I cried. I was like, whoa.
Maybe you went more
why it was around. Niggas ran like y'all would have thought that if I touch you, you gonna get the monster. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna die tomorrow if I touch you. Niggas ran, bro. Like, at one point, I had 30 people on tour. Understand me? I'm not a signed artist.
Right.
I had 30 people on tour, bro. And you know what I told them? Y'all just take care of y'all food. We got everything else. So for me to go through something, I'm not asking y'all to do nothing. I'm expecting a phone call. Bro, how you doing? How mom's doing? Yo, you want to go get something to eat? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a drinker. Something simple. That's what I cherish, my nigga. I cherish, and I didn't get that broke me. That really broke me because my whole shit was built on loyalty.
Because that will put you on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mentally go through that now.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel like you hate people.
Yeah, bro. And that's not a good place to be at. Because it's not.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, you say you didn't cry. You didn't cry at the funeral and all that. And I remember walking up to you at the funeral. You like, yo, E. Mars lived his life, my nigga.
Yeah, and he did.
And I remember that to this day. When you told me that, yo, he don't cry. He lived like how he lived.
Like he was a G, like a funny story.
And that's what you said right there.
Yeah, funny story real quick. We was in Baltimore. We had a show with Young Buck, Lil Scrappy, and Lil Kim. We the first ones to go on. So security comes up. We got, like I said, 30 people. Security is up. Yo, TL, the head security nigga of the stadium. TL, look. Yada. Before he could finish, Mars, yo, chill out. I got this. This is my brother. This is how this go. Mars is like telling niggas, y'all standing over there. Y'all go to the back. I'm gonna be up here with my brother. When he get off stage, he telling security, you stand here, so when he get off stage, you make sure he's good. And I'm just looking at him, because I know how my brother is. So I'm just looking at it. But everybody else is like, this young nigga is really like organizing, but that was him.
That was him.
You know what I'm saying? That was him. You know what I mean? So for that reason and different other reasons, I was kind of like, and then when the situation happened, it wasn't about them. It was really wrong place. It had nothing to do with him or Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was only out there because Dre called me and said, yo, I'm shooting this video. Come out. Dre just brought a house like a week before. He was like, yo, he was going to come get me. We was going to go to his house, start moving shit in. So he was like, yo, come out. So I'm starting to get dressed. He called me back. He was like, never mind. Your brother came out here. He going to hold me down. So I said, all right, cool. So I said, when you finish, just come get me. He's like, yeah, me and your brother going to come get you and we're going to shoot to the crib. So we're like, all right, cool. My brother only went out because niggas called him and said, your brother's shooting video. That's the only reason why he was out there. He never comes out until he calls me. Nah, I wasn't sure.
No, he wasn't shooting the video.
Yeah, he just went out there to hold Dre down, but they told him, your brother's shooting the video. So once he heard that, his first reaction was, I don't know, if he was laying up with his girl, he's getting up. I gotta go out. My brother's outside. Like I can't have him outside if I ain't there.
First thing, I got the same phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you get over here, nigga shooting a video. And I'm getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? And then I see this shit on the news. I'm like, what the fuck?
Boy, my phone was going off, kid. I'm like, it was just a weird, it was weird. It still don't seem real. You know what I'm saying? Even pulling up, it just seemed like, you know how the movies when everything is just spinning, you standing there and I'm like, nah, this ain't real. Like I'm looking at Dre and I'm looking at Mars and I'm like, nah, this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And then once you find the facts about everything, it doesn't make you feel better, but the one thing allows you to kind of, one day I gotta kind of come to grips with the reality is that had nothing to do with them. It was really wrong place. Like it had nothing to do with them. As much shit as my brother did, and I'm not saying he's a saint.
No.
He did a lot, but that was his life. He was living that life. It wasn't about him.
But that's what always seemed to happen all the time.
Yeah,
you know
that's a lot of old heads told me.
It always seemed to be that wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, people say that's the calm. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
moms.
Whose choice is like?
You can't.
I don't care what if somebody's the most ruthless person. When they go, they
yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I still feel it to this day. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about it is, you know, I always go to these sites. Always sit out there. Like when I dropped the album, first thing I did that day it dropped, I was at their site. And I'm just there, just there, like yo, look, we still here rocking. But because at one point I would have never thought I'd be here, bro.
So,
I was like, it's over for me. Like, it's over.
The thing is, that's what I had said.
Yeah, I said it's over.
When that happened, I said, okay, I think we've seen the last of TL.
And nigga, I felt the same way at that time. I said it's over, bro. Like I can't get past that. Like I can't get past. And then, you know, you're right away. I can't get too in deep, but the hood started coming out now. Like everything that I've been through in the hood, everything I learned, the codes of the streets and everything, all that was taken over. By the grace of God, I was in situations to where I shouldn't even made it out of that because of that situation. And it was like I made it out of one, I made it out of two. By the time I get to the third, it was like, yo, bro, you have a son though.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Like you have a choice to make right now.
See,
you obligated for this.
A lot of people don't understand those choices when it comes down to it. When you put another life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you're taking care of, you have to start thinking different.
You got to, bro, because it's like, how do I break the cycle? Like this shit been going on from my pops and them. Now the shit going on with me is like, damn, when does the cycle break? Do I say fuck that and just be ignorant out and just go? And now I'm leaving my son to break the cycle without having a man to show him how to break the cycle.
And you wouldn't been getting your son this car that he's gonna be.
Oh nah, he wants that. He wants that. Right? He wants that. He's on me.
What school did he knock off? Did he knock off?
They knocked off Springfield. They knocked off Springfield.
I know it was up.
And he was talking hellish shit.
I know
Springfield was talking hellish shit.
Maybe your brother went there.
It was
too.
Dope. Yeah, maybe that's crazy. My brother went to Springfield.
Your son knocked that school.
That's crazy.
I seen my coach Yarborough out there like, yo, we've never been this far.
It was crazy.
Man, you put the picture up, I said,
MSG out there, News 12, New York 1. It was crazy out there, bro. They them kids ball, man. So, you know, I'm proud of baby boy. And then, you know, a good thing that, you know, I had to talk to my son before, like, he remembers his uncle. Like, they was like this. Like, that was his guy. And they so much alike. Like I look at they talk alike. They tone and how they talk is exact the same. So, you know, it's just like, I'm glad I didn't make the choice directly. I can't lie about it, but I'm glad things kind of went the way it did that allowed me to get the time to, because of circumstances, it was just like, all right, you can't do nothing now. It's no way you could get back to get back. So the only thing you could do now is fall back and get your mind mentally back. And during that time that I had to do it, it allowed me to kind of like understand and appreciate life and what I do have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my baby boy. So, you know what I mean? It helped me get out that dog, but I was in a period, bro. I was crazy.
All I kept saying, damn, we ain't hearing no more to you.
Yeah, so
and I wasn't expecting to hear nothing from him. I'm like,
I was done.
If you know how him and his brother is,
yeah, everybody know that.
It's hard to come back from that.
Nigga. Yeah, that was my guy, man. Like, so, it was tough, bro. It was tough, but I'm here, and by the grace of God, man, like I really started getting into that because we grew up Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up with those beliefs and how to do it. But since my pops left, we wasn't really practicing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like our names is Muslim and 5%ers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up with that. So I had to kind of get back in tune with the higher power. You know what I mean? And it helped me out. It took a while. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a while for me to reevaluate.
The crazy thing is your brother was like your biggest fan too.
My God, my nigga. Like he knew
the arguments we used to have. I used to be like, yeah, okay, tell this. I'll go home and tell him right now.
And you know what's crazy? He loved y'all side.
Yeah.
Y'all side, like that was all his all the niggas over there. They L, that was my nigga. But I remember him always being over there. Yeah, he fuck with y'all side.
We was at the school.
He fuck with y'all side.
We come through picking up. He's on our side all day. Then we bring him right back to the hood until he got his beat. And now I'm coming to get you because I'm never dropping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, we coming to get you. Oh, yeah, fuck with my little brother all day.
Yeah, all day. That's a fact, bro. It was crazy.
So it hit when that happened, it hit a whole lot. It touched a whole lot of people.
Yeah, and it was good to see. It was good to see the love that in his short time that he generated. You know what I'm saying? Like that was good because I always seen something special in him. Like he was beyond his years. Fact. He was beyond his years in the way he thought and the way he moved down the street.
His thought process was way beyond his years.
Yeah, so you know.
Me being around every day. And he's younger than me. He used to have those talks. He's like, yo, a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? But he was on it.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
And then with Dre Most, y'all was moving the hood affair. So when that happened, I'm like, damn, they trying to.
And you know what was the most thing that hurt with Dre? It was like Dre was that one guy. You know, you have that one guy in every city and every hood, kind of like what Stack Bundles was to Far Right. It's just one guy that nobody should ever do that to. Like he has a lifetime pass. Like
everywhere.
You could be beefing with him,
but if he's
Dre is here,
you can't.
Y'all can't do it because he's here. He was that guy. Like he brung so many niggas that was warring together.
You called them mayors. You can't touch this guy.
You can't touch that guy, my nigga. And for that to happen, it was just like, damn, bro. Like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? But I learned so much. Like I owe so much to Dre family. Like the first time I'm ever saying this, people don't know. Dre had lived early. Remember, he was with Lost Boys. He was originally Lost Boys. He was on tour with them from when he was like Lost Boys. Lex Beamer Coons in the bands. Like he was from that. So Dre had got married, bought a house, moved down to Kentucky. He was good. Dre came back to New York because he heard I left school and started rapping. And that's what made Dre come back to New York. Dre came back to say, once he heard the music and like, oh, this nigga's serious, he moved his family back to New York to make sure I get what I'm supposed to get out this music game. Like that's real, my nigga. Yeah, like bro, like we couldn't get on a DVD. No. Dre started Hood Affair because we couldn't get on nobody's DVD. That's how Hood Affair started. We couldn't get on nobody's DVD. So Dre said, I'm going to buy a camera tomorrow. And he went and bought a camera. Real shit. And that's how Hood Affair started.
And that shit was like,
yeah, it was taking off. And he wouldn't even, when he go to out of town to film niggas, he would go like, nah, like, L, you gotta come. Because when I'm filming, let's say they paying Dre 3 stacks. He got TL there. Oh shit, TL, what you doing, Dre? How much you think we could get TL verse? Y'all got 3 for me. Put another 15 on that. We do a verse in the video for y'all right now.
Right now.
Best of both worlds, bro. Best of both worlds. Like this is somebody that did that type of shit for me that shit would never go in vain. You think what I'm saying? Like ever. Like what I was just talking about earlier. the little things like that.
That
That should mean
that is the biggest thing.
You can't give me enough money to make me love you for something like that.
No.
Like, come on, bro. Like, that means in your heart, like, you're a human being. In your heart, you feel something or see something in me enough to say, I'm gonna alter my life to help you get good. That's
a lot of people don't understand that.
That's priceless, though, bro.
Because a lot of people see opportunities and all kind of other shit, money and all that.
In all type of situations, somebody's looking for opportunity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a fucked up thing.
But then you look at it, hey, is that just business?
But like,
no. See,
if you can't be used, you're useless. So if you can't be used, you're useless. So I get it to an extent. There has to still be some type of morals with it. Like, you can't just be, yo, bro, you disrespectful with it. Though.
Look what we going through with the whole Libya.
That's crazy.
They're trying to make it like, trust me, they're gonna try to make it like Obama doing that.
You see that coming. See you early on it. I see that coming.
He never had
but they're gonna just throw it on his government.
But in reality,
because he never had no control of it.
You know what I'm saying about his policies and everything, make it seem like.
The thing is, he also came out and said he regret that.
He had no choice.
You know what I'm saying? That's bad. He could have just kept his mouth shut on that if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's
for him to even come out and say he regret that, now they really gonna say, yeah, that's on his shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If he never comes out and say that, they gonna drop that shit on Hillary.
Yeah. They gonna do everybody but Trump. Everybody but fine. I'm sorry, I should have said it in 45. It's gonna be everybody but 45. They're gonna blame everybody else but 45.
But the crazy thing is, a lot of shit is going on that really ain't 45 fault.
No, it ain't.
45 is just gonna be the new fall.
He's such a ignorant to what it is that he's just doing this. Like, he's really just waking up. Oh, word? They said that?
He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's
really enjoying himself. Like, how could you not enjoy yourself if you got that position?
And you know, I ain't supposed to have this position. Like, I ain't supposed to have this shit, my nigga.
But the crazy thing with 45 though, 45 is going to be the one that dropped nukes on niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
45 like real 45.
45 is with the shit.
45 is the
45 is with the shit. 45, he says it. Let Kim Jong-un try something. Yeah. We bombing on her. Like, he's not playing. Like, he's with the shit. It's crazy.
And where he's from Queens.
But he's with the shits though. The only thing that I don't like about it though, you with the shits, but you're not caring about the consequences it's gonna have on the people that's really holding up the country.
Yeah.
And that's the middle and the low class. Like, we're holding up the country. You just worried about the people, the small percent that's with on the bottom of where you at and it's sending up.
Yeah.
Everybody else, the middle class is the ones that keep the country going.
But that's what they're trying to restructure. It's like, we are the ones holding up, and who is that? The slaves, the people.
Yeah. So they basically
who can't really pay their bills, but they spine is for her. They're going to work tomorrow, not the person that just rolls over and checks their account.
Exactly.
The people who really hurt him.
A lot of people don't know you had top execs talking about you when you first started out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear from them guys now?
Some, yeah. Not all. Like, shout out Chris Gotti. Chris Gotti's
a
real extremely real dude, bro. Like, he like, when I seen him, you know, he took the time out to really talk to me and tell me, L, look, I see what you're doing. Believe me, it's making an impact. You might not know it, but they listening and they see it. And he schooled me on, yo, look, you need this move, holla at me, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So Chris still, he definitely still reach out and he supports in a way that he can support.
Yeah.
I had a guy that reached out to me not too long ago. He used to be with, I think, if I'm mistaken, I think Warner or University. His name was Naeem. You know what I mean? And he brought me out. He was the first one to kind of fly me out. They brought me out to LA. We was about to do a deal with Warner Brothers at the time. And he reached out not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So there are some
that's still there.
Yeah, there are some that's still there. But for the most part, from what I'm getting, they're just saying, like, yo, bro, you really don't need the labels right now. Like,
that's what I started to say.
Please don't run to the label.
That's what they all basically telling me. Oh, you don't need the labels. Look, we're gonna give you the game because nobody's gonna give you the game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you the game, follow these steps, and watch what happens. And we got you when you need help. And it's been working.
In this day and age, you don't need the label.
Yeah, you don't.
Because all they want you to do is maybe put up, maybe if you got it, 100,000.
Yeah,
Just gonna milk you for that.
Yeah, they want you to partner up. Yeah, if you got that chicken, they want you to partner up, and they going, you know, you can partner up all you want, but if your bag ain't gonna be like their bag, yeah. So you can partner up to the point to where they're gonna let you partner up, and once your bag is swindling, that's when they're gonna hit you with, all right, look,
we helped you with this.
We helped you, but we could kind of rework this deal and do it. Now you locked in. You can't turn around now. You locked in. Next thing you know, you kind of forced to say, fuck. So, you know, but
you gotta keep going.
Yeah, but shout out, it's some guys that still reach out. That's
what makes you keep doing music? Do everything you
bro. The love, my nigga. Like, I just love this shit, my nigga. Like, I love this shit, bro. Like, I can't explain it, man. Like, I could be doing anything and I'm thinking about music. I'm thinking about a bounce. I'm thinking about a rhythm. Like the words I kind of never think about because like he'll tell my brother, tell you, like I'm just a naturally, like when we all together joke, I'm gonna talk shit, man. That's just come natural. I get it from my dad. Like, I'm gonna pop shit all day. Like we gonna have fun. I'm gonna talk shit. So I don't never focus on the lyrics. I just focus on the music and how the vibe I want you to get from it, how you can feel what I feel. So I just say like the love, and then the young generation, man. Like I love their energy. Their energy is we don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I admire that. You know what I'm saying? I admire somebody who want to go against what the status quo is supposed to be or what they say you're supposed to be doing. And it's more in the younger generation that's ready to bomb against the status quo. And it's inspiring to me when I hear these guys or I'm seeing their energy and how they move, and I'm like, wow, that shit is dope, bro. Like, fuck that, my nigga. Like, you don't gotta conform. Like, do what you do. Like, yeah, the weird niggas, if you weird, be weird, my nigga. Like, fuck it, be weird. Stay true to who you are. Yeah. So, you know, like those like that. And then the last thing that keeps me going, man, I feel obligated to my borough. Like I did a lot in rep for Queens a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot that I don't get credit for. I don't seek for the credit, but I notice how I'm never mentioned and shit. And I'll be like, damn, bro, like,
see, I don't get that. When it comes to you.
I get it, bro. Like, trust me, I see everything. I'm on social media heavy. I see a lot, bro. I see like niggas will say shit like they won't flat out say, nah, L nice or L music. I'm telling you, my nigga, he got dope. They'll say, nah, son persevering. Come on, my nigga, that's politically correct, bro. Like, don't hit me with that.
Standing the test of
don't hit me with that, my nigga.
Let's see how long he can go.
Yeah, don't hit me with that, my nigga. Come on, bro, give it up, because ain't no artist, ain't nobody affiliated with music has ever met me, has ever been around me and say, nah, that nigga be on some hating shit, or he don't show love, or he ain't for the borough. That's bullshit.
No, yeah, I don't everybody, think so, bro. I don't think no real Queens nigga could actually say that. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been around when it was motherfucking what's name? It's real the G when they
first started. Yeah, Tom 02. Like I was there.
You was there for all of that.
Yeah, I was there, bro. And every step of the way, I'm repping Queens. Like at the end of the day, when I'm out of town, it's about Queens. We was in Miami, my nigga. We seen the homies from H&Y down there.
So do you remember Garcia family?
Yeah, they from my project.
You was around.
I was around, but I wasn't rapping.
You wasn't rapping.
Yeah, I wasn't rapping. They had it though. You know what I'm saying? They had it. But we in Miami, I see the homies from H&Y down there. VO and them, shout out to them. I love what they doing. And at the time, you know, like we see each other in the hood in passing. It's always love. Yo, what's up? I show them love. They always show me love. And we sitting in Miami, and it was like, I forgot the club we was going in, but I remember they was like, they looking at us New York niggas like we ain't getting to that bag. And they like, yo, you gotta buy 6-7 bottles to get in. Oh, how many of y'all? 5 of y'all? Oh, y'all gotta pay this. And we like, okay, let's go. And VO them the same way. They like, oh, nah, let's go. So we kind of looked at each other at the time and was like, yo, what y'all doing? Y'all doing? Like, all right, fuck it. We all going in together. And that's just how I am. Like with the borough, like I ain't gotta see you every day. I ain't gotta see you. I ain't gotta speak every day. But if we out of town and I see you, yo, what's up? Hey, you good, bro? What y'all doing tonight? Oh, I don't know. Yo, nah, we going to such and such. Yo, we getting it in. Nigga ain't got to spend $1 if we got it. Like I'm not in it to say, yo, nah, bro. Y'all niggas gotta go half. No, if I'm telling you, yo, bro, what y'all doing? Come out, nigga. We from the town.
It's really like that no more.
And that's sad, though.
No, it is sad.
It's sad.
But that says a lot about how they came up.
But that's why I kind of twinge when I'm like, how y'all niggas don't mention me? Like Like I put on for the borough, bro.
I would never think that you feel that people don't mention.
Nah, they don't.
Because when I talk to the ones that's higher, the first thing they say
is, bro.
TL, you happen to come on that
bro,
line.
I see shit, and niggas be having shit. Yo, rate the hottest Queens rappers. It'll be Black Polaroid. Black Polaroid in my top 5. White Phone. Oh nah, White Phone is hard. And I'm like, what?
When it comes up, when it comes up, when I see that, I always throw the names in there.
Yeah. No, you do. I make sure I put
but
you do a few.
That's what he's trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it shouldn't have to be that.
Because some of them really don't know their history when they doing that.
Nah, I can't even go on that.
Especially the borough hip hop.
Yo, I see niggas that directly came up under. Like I'm talking the 25 to the 30 crowd. 25 to 30, you directly came up under when Dollars Over Hill came up. Like there's no, if you from Queens, you came up under. I don't give a fuck. If you doing music,
know it was you.
You know that music. And I seen niggas do interviews, and then the interview asked them, so you coming from Queens, who inspires you? Niggas will say, no disrespect to the legends. Nah, like LL and I'm like, cut it out, bro. You don't even know LL music. Like, but niggas will say that, and I'll be like, whoa, like y'all just blatantly gonna do that. I don't know if they program.
No, some of them skip over. See, I would say y'all don't know about Vague, and y'all don't know.
That's another thing. How is Ali Vegas not mentioned? How?
I understand what you're saying.
How, my nigga? How is he not mentioned, bro?
People don't realize y'all really underground kings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen,
they don't really realize that.
People
Ali Vegas. When I see some of the how y'all two names get thrown, I always throw that shit right there.
Yo, bro, when you talking about rapping, making music, and moving the culture forward,
they don't even.
It's a shame if you can't.
They don't know that.
Talking about
also talk about respecting across the world. Like y'all know people across the world. Some of these people, nobody will ever do a feature.
Exactly. Like I got a nigga sent me money. God, my way. Nigga sent me money from London, bro. I need a feature. Hit me on over the internet. Yo, I need a feature. How much? I told a nigga he sent the money, and I kid you not, I didn't even take the other half of the money. Just because I'm for that Cody, I need that bread, though, bro. Like I'm a little down. You know what I'm saying? I need that bread, but the record was fire, and he was nice. I never even spoke to him about the other half of the money. You think what I'm saying? Like, listen, we good, bro. We good.
How many people you know that you told with Scrappy and Buck?
Yeah, that's true.
This is because these are a lot of things you keep under wraps yourself.
Yeah.
So I think the crazy thing, I think that kind of hurt.
Because
because you've never been that.
But I love the music though. Like I know it's you have to do it. It's a necessary evil, but to me, I'm more excited about the music. I'm more excited about creating and leaving a mark to say, yo, at this time, that nigga L though, like that's what moves me, bro.
You don't wait for it to be too late. Now they want to say, well, you got.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I hate that. I hate that. Don't wait till I'm gone. Yeah, don't play my music on the radio when I'm gone because my lady know she know
crazy.
Get at them niggas, baby. When I'm gone, if niggas try to front, we TL, get at them. She know, get at them, baby. Get at them. Like, you're not doing that.
The thing is, when I say this, that they don't know that the Young Buck situation, the Scrappy situation, it's because you ain't putting it out there for them to know it. Because if all you had to do was throw these up as Throwback Thursdays, and they're gonna say, "Who the fuck is it? Oh, he's lit."
That's true. Like Scrappy and them people posted up. They posted up some shit. I think at the beginning of this year, they posted up some shit, and they was in the studio with Nicki Minaj, and she was like, what y'all niggas know about Queens? Y'all don't know about South Jamaica? And they was like Scrappy this man and them the fuck is this nigga? Whatever, they in there, he just like, what we know about Jamaica Avenue, Coliseum, my nigga TL stood there, 40 projects, all that. And she sitting there like, her face was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's great. Yo, and not to go up crazy, but the Nicki Minaj joint. Yo, whoever, if you listening to this interview, there is footage and there's a freestyle. I don't know who got it. It was me, Ali Vegas, Stack Bundles, Nicki Minaj, and at this time, I know he got a lot going on, but he was on fire this time, Storm P. We got a freestyle over the Jay-Z beat 1 million, 2 million,
3 million.
Yo, my nigga, it never came out.
No, the crazy
yo, whoever got this was the illest session ever, bro. Somebody gotta have. We recorded it in a basement by the New York Fried on Farmers and Merritt. It was a house back there. It was a producer nigga, and we was in his basement. He had a studio. And we would, bro, this session was unbelievable,
like
my nigga. Yeah, yo, unbelievable. I'm like, that never came out. That was crazy. Yeah, that's extremely legendary, bro.
Let that shit pop up.
Why gotta be crazy, my nigga?
And there's another thing. You don't do a lot of the engineer.
I probably gotta try to get in touch. I don't got no info. I got it. So you gotta try to find somebody got that footage, my nigga. Like,
you don't do a lot of interviews to let a lot of people know either.
Yeah,
that you've been that you did Future with Ashanti before.
Yeah.
You did have a Jim Jones Future out there.
Yeah.
Like you was really around the shits when the shits was going.
That's a fact.
For underground artists to get those futures, you know what I'm saying? And Ashanti was on fucking fire.
Yeah, and she did that like my boy was like, yo, they was in they was overseas at the time, and he was like, the nigga called me and was like, yo, L, can you believe we overseas and Ashanti is going hard playing your record? I had did a record, my first record I did with Murder Inc. that Herb produced. And of course it never came out because the situation didn't manifest, but he was like, yo, they over here going hard to your record, bro. And then she showed hella love. Like I came in the studio first time I met her, it was just love. And then I got the call like, yo, you Shanti album, this the last record they gonna do for the album, come up. And I did the shit on the spot, got the record, the platform, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that was real dope. That was real dope.
But for the people that don't know,
but he won't say it
because you won't say it.
You know why? You know why? Because I love the music so much. I'm putting out some good work that you should listen to that to say, yo, who the fuck is this thing?
You know what I'm saying?
Like if I shouldn't have to tell you what I did, bro. Like and then the niggas that know, it's like y'all going out y'all way not to say like, nah, son is nice. Like I said, the niggas are going interviews and say, yeah, such and such, that's who inspired me. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like we're not doing that. Don't do that.
From different sides.
Yeah, don't do that. Niggas ain't inspire you, bro. You don't know that,
We're
nigga.
competing with a whole lot of different shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't say he's really the best interviewer. You know
and that's sad.
They're gonna go everywhere else.
And that's
but know that we're sitting here breaking everybody's story.
And it's crazy. And what I do,
you hit me up.
You gotta get this.
It's go time.
I told E, it's go time. That's what I said. It's go time. E.
I said
you gotta get.
This is your day.
You gotta get.
Soon as he hit me, once TL came through this shit, Pooh say, "Yo, TL hit me." I said,
because I hit Pooh first.
I said, I know what time. This is TL day. As soon as it
bro.
came in, this is his day.
That's crazy.
Because I started saying people need to hear TL again, so they need to really hear the story again.
And even with this project, like the love that I'm getting from this project is much appreciated. But at the same time, like y'all niggas don't even know, boy. Like y'all niggas don't even know. Like I really love this shit. Like that mama mentality. Like I'm in a gym, bro. But
I'm in the gym.
Yeah, like I love this shit.
Now we're gonna get into the project. Now, what made you name it Dreams from a Project Window?
That came from DJ Superstar J. I sent a line in a song. I sent them the Cliff Notes joint. And it started off.
For the longest.
It started exactly. That was the first record we did for the project.
And that's over a year.
That's over a year. Oh, that's a fact. I started it off with Dreams from a Project Window, looking at the fast life like it's a standard tempo. I sent it to Jay. I always send music to Jay, like not to put out, but just to hear what I'm doing. So Jay hit me back. Now, Jay is funny like this. Artists, if y'all know Superstar Jay, don't feel no way. You can send Jay records. If Jay don't hit you back, that's just his way of saying it was all right. If Jay texts you back, he fucking with the record. If Jay calls you, it's different.
Yes.
Jay called me. L, you got to name the project Dream from a Project Window. I'm like, word? He's like, L, I'm telling you, name the project Dream from a Project Window. At first, we was calling it, what was it, Underground King? I think it was Underground King at first. I think it was either Underground King or Fast Life Inspired. It was supposed to be at first. And then we changed it to Dream from a Project Window. And then it just kind of felt right because it kind of took me back. Like I said, that period that I was going through, this was kind of like the resurrection. It kind of took me back to how it all started. It started in a building.
The feeling
exactly. Like
the feeling your family and friends.
Exactly. From that, yeah. So it kind of put me back in that mind frame of thinking. Not saying that I'm back in the projects doing those things. It just musically, it put me back into that kind of drive, that kind of way of, y'all need to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it turned out dope.
Because I was thinking, because Nas had looking out my project window, I said, so
nah,
dope shit like that.
Nah.
I said, oh.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Like the legends, like I wouldn't touch.
That was a song.
I know, but it's certain things with the legends that is not fair. Like I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not fair to me. Like when people mention me and bro always like, hell, you just use that to your advantage. Or when people say the Jay-Z shit. It bothers me because it's not fair, my nigga. Like this nigga's he's the GOAT. For you to say someone who hasn't sold one record, yo, you kind of remind me of Jay. Nah, bro, don't do that,
so,
bro.
Do you remember Jay saying this right here? It's probably somebody eating his cereal right now.
Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah.
This is why they compare you to that.
But
you thinking because the millions ain't heavy, but your millions
not even that. Is that everything that he accomplished? You can't compare me to that, bro. And then it's unfair to me because I'm my own voice. I don't sound different how I talk to how I sound on the music. I'm not making my voice or making my cadence anything sound like that. This is me. And then people that know, Master, if you know my pops, you know, hell no, ain't no Jay-Z. That come from his father. That's straight Master.
He's not letting you take that.
And no, that's straight Master.
Look what they're looking at: the wittiness, the wordplay, the
charisma. That's just me.
That's who you are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's unfair to me because y'all putting a certain cap on where I could go by saying y'all only expected me to do what y'all think, and subconsciously what Jay do. And it's like, nah, bro, it's unfair to him because he done put too much work in for a nigga to not have a record sold. We talk about what the fuck that mean? He compared to me, and I feel like it's disrespectful to me because my
they
nigga,
could be boxing you with it. If the person say, he sound like Jay, and we don't need him if he sound like this.
One person said it to me like sort of what you just said. He was like, "L, it ain't that you sound like him. It's the feeling of what niggas get from him when he be putting out the music." And I said, I still don't know if that's a good thing. I still don't know to take that as a compliment. Like, nah, my nigga, I'm me, I'm L. I got my own stories.
No, but your stories have the same feeling it has, like a Jay-Z would have.
But bro, I didn't. Yeah, but bro, look, let's keep it 100. I didn't have what Jay had. They said he had 100 bricks. I didn't have 100 bricks, bro. Like, let's keep it 100. What I had, I wasn't like, I had dope boy dreams. I wanted to be that. I seen that. Man, that'd be dope, kid. I'm from South Jamaica. If I'm a drug lord, it's over. I'm gonna do this shit for the kids. I'm gonna have buses. I'm gonna school shopping. I'm gonna be the illest drug nigga ever. It didn't pan out, bro. It didn't pan out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my 125 grand, sometimes $150, sometimes on a good day I had 200 again. That's it. I didn't pan out, my nigga, and I didn't. I'm too reserved to go out and meet niggas to link to try to let me get some work. I don't trust you niggas. Like I'm not trying to get caught up in nobody's shit. So it was a little too late because now at that time I'm getting a name for music. So now I'm more nervous of, man, I could go serve this nigga right now. You know how many times I was serving a nigga and I'm scared to death. Like, what if this nigga set me up? What if he set me up? Because niggas know me. I don't know some of you niggas, but y'all can see me and be like, oh, that's TL. Yo, what's up? So it was just like, nah, you know what?
That's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, I was like, nah, bro, them drug dealer dreams is over, bro. Nah, this is over. Like I did enough to get an experience to where I'm comfortable with. I could speak certain shit and people that know like he's not lying. Like he was in it, but I'm good. I'm good.
You saw you got out.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I got out. Like I'm out of here, bro.
Can we break some quotes down from the music? I want you to break down this. The tempo of the dream be the blueprint for the grind. Some get right, some get left behind. Explain that. And
when I was writing that's Casualties of War, of course. But people have dreams, but won't grind to where their dreams at. So when I said that, I'm like, how you see your dream, the tempo of it, how big it is, how fast you want it, how everything you want that dream to be, it has to be the blueprint. You got to let that be the blueprint for how you grind. Now, some get it. Some get it. Some get it right. You know what I'm saying? The metaphor was just right and left. You know what I'm saying? Like some get it right, but then others get left behind because they don't get it. They still dreaming that. That's like we were just talking about. If I still had them dope boy dreams, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm trying to be a drug lord, but I'm still messing with an 8. Bro, you're going to jail. Bro. You're going to jail. Like, if you're gonna have these dreams, bro, you gotta go get them things. Like, you gotta start playing. If you ain't gonna play, my nigga, cut it out. So it was like my tempo of that drug dealer dream wasn't matching the grind of that drug dealer dream. So I had to get out before I get left behind. And left behind is jail. Or worse, dead. So I had to get out. And when I say that with the music, I'm like, yo, bro, like I got a vision, I got a dream. So that's why I'm keep going and I'm still fighting, because that tempo of that dream that I got, that's the blueprint for my grind. So that's why I'm grinding so hard and so long, because I know when I get it, it's gonna be longevity. Y'all gonna have this work for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that was just that line. It just came from a space of just like telling myself something. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna hit you with another one. To some, keeping 100 too expensive, but yet they overpay for the fame price. Explain that line. That's one of my favorite lines.
I watched that now. I'm sorry, I gotta say this, man. Now I'm sorry, not sorry. This is one of my good friends, yeah. Like, he's a friend. We had a little ouch though, and this is my boy Pretty, Young Pretty. Like, he's a friend. Like, he showed me that he's a friend, and I would never let that go unnoticed. Like, that's gonna be my guy for life, because he showed me in a crunch time. He's a friend. He's a friend, bro. When Pretty was like, when he came out from jail, we mapped it out. The real nigga syndrome and all that. We talked about all the shit in the studio.
Remember, we was in the studio before it was about to go.
Before everything went, this was talked about how this gonna go. And I say, yo, bro, I let him know, bro, I'm fucked up mentally, bro. I can't move like that. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nigga, I got it. I said, yo, look, this is how I gotta go. He was like, yo, L, I got the real nigga syndrome. And all. Push that shit, bro. Cause I said, by you doing that, that's gonna give me time to kind of get back. And he did it, and it worked. Yeah. It's the same way that it was planned. It worked, without a doubt. But somewhere along that line, I felt like, damn, bro, you forgot about Big Bro though. Like I'm not getting put on to shows, and bro, like, I'm not there as a hanger-on. First and foremost, I'm there, you being an artist. Yeah. I know how to take care of the shit that the artist needs to be taken care of. So allowing you to be the artist, I could kind of take care of everything else, because I need that anyway to help get me back on. And it just wasn't there. It just didn't happen, bro. And the tip of the iceberg was, it was a show. And we get to the show, I got 2 niggas with me. He got, of course, he got his crew, which is cool. Everybody got their, got their crew. And I remember him getting, yo, him, they all good. And me and the 2 niggas I had, it was left outside. So I'm like, oh. So they automatic, L. They first thing, L, what's up? Yeah. So I never minded. I downplayed it now, bro. Now, he in artist mode. I know what it is. It's nothing. How much to get in? All right, $40. Yeah, I got them 2. Boom. We go in the club. We get in the club. Pretty don't even know the story. Like, he don't even know the story. He probably gonna be like, wow, L, my bad. But we get in the club. Flex is in there. Flex playing the record. Pretty gets on the mic. If it was 20 artists in there, he shouted out all 19 artists. Who the one artist didn't get shouted out in there? That was it. So I gotta fall back, bro. I gotta fall back.
And a lot of people wanted to know what happened with that situation.
Because that's when I kind of felt all the way back from, like, we ain't speak. We never had beef. Like, me and Pretty don't got beef. Like, today, he supports like a motherfucker. Like, just like I support him, he supports me. Like, he calls me, L, what's up? That's my guy. Like I said, let's not undermine it. That's my friend. He's a friend.
See, but when people in their mode, sometimes they miss a lot of stuff that they do that they would normally do.
But I couldn't understand it because I'm not like that. If you know me,
that's his problem.
That's my problem. You know me though. If you know, L is the nigga that's gonna check on you all the time. Yo, what's up? Wait, man, what the fuck is up with you, nigga? You good? Yeah. I take that as you should know when L is fucked up and down, the least I could do, yo, what's up, boy? You good? Yo, you want to come out tonight? You good? Yeah. That's the least. I'm never asking you for nothing. You ain't got to give me anything. You don't got to give me anything. Give me that.
When you expected people to be you, that's when you get burned.
Nah, I wasn't expecting that though, E. I was expecting you to be you. But what you learned from being around me. Because now it reflects on me. Like, damn, you didn't learn anything from around him.
They think like you. You think he should think like you. They were too busy enjoying what they were receiving.
But I couldn't do it because I've been there. Yeah. I've been there. I've been at that space to where it was about me. And I wasn't, I'm still like 30 niggas on tour, bro. 30 niggas on tour,
People handle that differently. You know what I'm saying? Because I think like that. I know what I would do. But I can't sit there and say this person is actually going to do that.
And I'm not even saying he did it maliciously.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I just think it was subconsciously just him being in the
moment. Some people handle the moment different.
This is my bro right here. This is my guy from here. This is my guy. If I'm ever in that mode, you're bugging. Same vice versa. Deuce, you're bugging. I can't get in the mode. I could get in any mode I want. I could just so platinum. I could just be Grammy nominated. You would never see me go out and not acknowledge the niggas who helped me get there. Ever. No, fuck, man. I don't give a fuck if I got a whole new team of niggas. That would never happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things to where, you know, like I think definitely me being in that black hole at that time played a part of my feelings. I was in my feelings a lot about it because, damn, on one hand, you showed me your friend. Like the things you was doing was shit that people ain't even think that you was with the shits like that. And then not only that, it was times where other things, and you was there for a nigga. But it was also other things that made me kind of like
they start making it go up and down.
Exactly. So
because I'm in that rocky space right now.
And it was just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? That was a thing that was weird to me. But I can say, like, you know, like now that we are where we at now, you know what I'm saying? We both older. You know what I'm saying? We hit that 35 mark. So it's you in a different space. You ain't who you are 5 years ago.
If you are that person 5 years ago,
that's a problem.
That's really
so, you know what I'm saying? And the love is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm not gonna be in a situation and he could, I gotta get my nigga out of that situation. I'm not thinking he's gonna leave me there. No, I just think at that time, for what we talked about in that studio, I just think that, damn, bro, you just went away from the plan. I called clear out, and you came and set a pick so they could double me. Now I got to give you the ball.
The plan was you came to Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, this is now your team. You fall back. You be Batman, LeBron. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And now you left me in Cleveland.
That's what it was.
You left me with the Cleveland.
That's a good crazy analogy because that's what it was, bro.
Both opt out.
I told him, like, yo, I can't do it right now. Mentally, I wasn't there, bro. I wasn't there. I wasn't ready mentally to be on the front line. I wasn't.
Everybody sit back and looks at the blueprint. I used to have the misunderstanding.
All of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was mapped out. It was precisely mapped out.
And from the outside looking in, as you tell a story, if somebody knows any history of
they will understand. Yeah,
they just look at the way that it was done.
Yeah, it was
as it's mapped out. We already mapping out Young Pretty's interview too. And I said, pretty
setting everything up.
I said, yo, we'll be back for you because it's gonna go. You know what
I'm saying? Setting everything up, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, how did we get away from that? And I needed this at this time. If it's anybody I needed musically at this time, I needed you because you was there every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? So I needed you at that time to just be like, I'm not saying I want to get on stage and rap. We made that perfectly clear. I'm not there mentally to do that. Yeah. But I just needed, yo, L, such and such I gave such and such your number. They're gonna call about some shit. I could do that.
To keep you in the
I'm in the loop. You know yeah, I could do that. And it was just like, damn, you got this person in position, this person in position. And then at that show with Flex at that time, we in Queens. And it's 20 rappers there. You shout out 19 rappers. And one rapper ain't get shouted out, and then I was in that club.
And the crazy thing is, with that situation, I don't see Pretty getting the love that he deserved for giving out all that love that he was giving.
And that's the sad part about it. That's sad because he's a nigga that gives it up to niggas.
Pretty was giving
Pretty fucks with niggas. Like, he's a genuine person, my nigga. Like, he's genuine. He could go to any hood. He ain't no scary nigga. He official. Like, he's a nigga that's like, I fuck with son. If you ain't know him and you met him, you gonna be like, I fuck with him.
And he was moving
and he
like
ain't get that shit back.
When he come down, and
niggas ain't giving that shit back.
They don't give it back.
And that's sad.
And that shit bothers me when I see that.
That shit's sad.
And I'm like, damn.
But it goes to show you, that's what I meant about, I should have been more involved behind the scenes because I would have made sure, bro, not him.
Yeah, because sometimes it's be my personal when I be saying I know you as Billy D.
Yeah.
So I go a little further than that, like, so y'all like not giving.
But shout out to Pretty, man, because he had one of biggest records for underground nigga. He had a huge fucking record. And the project itself was dope. You know what I'm saying? The project he had out, the Young Pretty Joint, it was a dope project. And I just think at the time he got into artist mode, which we all get into. And I just think that the setup of the right people didn't have the right intentions. Like it goes back to what you said earlier about niggas being opportunists. You could be opportunist, but at least let's take care of what's going to get you the opportunity.
Take care of the opportunity.
Take care of the opportunity. Yeah, you secure the bag. And I think the niggas that was there, they wasn't thinking about securing the bag. They was trying to secure their future. So it was just crazy. But that's my dude. That's my dog, my nigga.
We got to get into this, Africa. A lot of people don't know. You had a Murder Inc. deal on the table. Millions.
Yeah. Sad.
Millions on the table.
Sad. We had the Murder Inc. situation, right? We got brought to Herb. My old head, he was the reason why Caddy had got signed to Inc. So, and he grew up with Herb and his brother. So, you know what I mean? Those connections were still there. And he didn't get nothing out of the Caddy deal. It was like, you know, he brought Caddy there. Herb and them fuck with him. They signed him. Cool. Washington Hank, his bad game is different. So, to him, it was like, all right, whatever. I got a young boy from my hood. I got him signed. Cool. So once we start rapping, it was like, all right, we're going to go that same route. But now we going to get something out of it. So we get to Herb. You know what I mean? We meet Herb, whatever. We do Herb. Yo, what can you do with this record? You only got an hour. Like, on the spot. Put me on the spotlight. And I'm like, my mind, like, when it comes to music, I'm arrogant as fuck. So I'm just sitting there with the smile, like, and my toothpick, same toothpick, like, oh, I got an hour, word. All right, I see you in 20 minutes, bro. yeah, I see you in 20 minutes, bro. So I did the shit. You know, Herb ain't gonna give it up to you right there, but he gave it up. He was excited. I love Herb's passion. He was like, woo, like he was hyping me. I'm all for that. Like when you hyping, I'm all for that. So make a long story short, we had the deal on the table, the first deal, and people get it misconstrued when they say, "Oh, you turned down $1 million." No, that's not the case. The deal. A lot of people like to run that one. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true, my nigga. Like the deal was for, let's say the deal was for $1 million. It was $1 million included in there. It was a condo and a Ferrari
to add up to the $1 million.
Yeah, to add up to the $1 million plus the signing bonus. Now, the lawyer, I have no idea. I don't know how this shit work. The lawyer was like, "No, we're not taking that initial deal. You never take the first deal they offer you. Like they want you. You ain't reach out to them."
I always tell people. The funny thing, just me listening to that deal, it sounds beautiful, but to know business. You'll be in a different tax bracket. You're not going to be able to afford that tax bracket for the next 20 years.
Bingo. So the lawyer was trying to explain that, and me, nigga, I'm on a block. 62 grams, bro. I got 62 grams. That's it, bro. And you telling me no, man? Fuck you, nigga. Like, I'm about to go get another lawyer. But you know, once they sat down and talked and explained it to me, it made sense. You know, they came for you, and they offered this. That means there's something else under there that we could get. So, you know, they did their back and forth and the agreement came down. It was dope. We're gonna sign a deal. So we was head over. And another misconception is niggas like, oh, L ain't take the deal because his niggas fucked it up. No, that's not true. We was going to sign a deal and the next day they got raided by the feds. So it wasn't, niggas ain't turned down a deal. Niggas, yeah, we was going back and forth with the numbers and all that. And then we was doing some fly shit too, bro. Like this is like one thing, like with the hit 'em up situation, right? Because this is what this all about with the Murder Inc. Those are my guys. They was older guys. I was like their little bro. You know what I'm saying? Still is. Like we still families. Just, you know, business is kind of like a little shaky right now. But you know, as far as family, people is always love. I was loyal to not just to the guys. I was loyal to the vision of we came up together. You ate my mama food, I ate your mama food. And we could get out the hood together. But the vision of that, like,
the vision of that taking
it took me there. It addicted me. I was addicted to that feeling of knowing, like, yo, kid, I could get out with my guys. Like we all, like everybody know each other. Like I don't gotta.
It's a better feeling.
Yeah, like your people. Yeah, that was the best. That was the best feeling ever. Like to be like, yo, kid, we got out the hood together. Like we all know each other. Like y'all know my government name, bro. Like y'all know, like y'all niggas call my lady and be like, yo, this nigga's bugging. Not like, yo, what's up with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I speak to y'all ladies, y'all mamas, everything. So that I was loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was loyal to that vision because sometimes it could be that vision, but you might gotta take a different route to get there. I was so tunnel vision on just that vision that I didn't see that route was fucked up, bro. It's an accident on that route. You can't go that way, my nigga. Like, you gotta go a different way. I was so stubborn, bro. I was stubborn. My tunnel vision was stubborn. Like, fuck you, nigga. It's an accident. I know how to drive. Watch how I'm gonna get through that. End up getting in an accident myself. In my Ferrari. I end up wrapping a Ferrari. In the accident. They told me, and I end up wrapping a Ferrari in there. So, you know what I mean? So the deal, like, you know, once the you know, unfortunately, Murray got they had their troubles with the law or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And even still, you know, we was talking to Irv and we told him, I was like, it was my decision. And I was like, I still want to fuck with you because I know musically what you are. And me, yeah, I want to be something musically. More than anything, I want to leave a mark. So I was willing to do it, but he kept it 100. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we got this case. We don't know how long this case is going on. This case is going on 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. You know, you're gonna be stuck. We don't know, excuse me, and there's no money.
Once you put your name on this,
once you put your name, and even though it wasn't no money, we was all right at the time. Yeah. Like, we was all right to the point I wouldn't have had a Rari. We wasn't that good. I wouldn't have had a Rari, but we was all right. So I'm like, nah, we all right, we can move. But he was like, you won't be able to put no music out there. Yeah. So that was like, I can't do that, bro. Like, I can't sit. This should go on 3-4 years. And that case ended up going on 2.5 years. I can't do that and not put music out. That's gonna kill me. Like, that's what I do. That's like telling a ball player, you ain't injured or nothing, but you ain't gonna play. What? Nah, I'm gonna go crazy. You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna wild. Like, something dumb is gonna happen. So, you know, that was that. But genius-wise, that guy's a genius, bro, musically, man.
I got another situation for you. I need to know if this is fact or not. Rumors was BMF had a deal on the table for you.
Fact.
That's a fact.
That's a real fact.
What happened with that?
That's a real.
You never really speak
you
on that.
Say like,
you the fucking like Blue Dimitri out the book so fast.
Yo, no, but the crazy thing was, I shout out Tone Bird.
About to say that.
Tone Bird.
Tone Bird. What was that?
Kept it so 100, bro. Come on. Tone Bird had artists at the time, my nigga. Tone was in with BMF. I don't know how, whatever they
supposed to be family.
Yeah, he was in.
Yeah, supposed to be family.
Tone got in touch with us from Atlanta. Said, L, this nigga meets every time he gets into his Maybach. He wants to hear, who is this nigga TL? So I'm like, word? So we on the phone. Tone is telling me, yo, I'm coming up to New York to get you. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Tone pulls up in a project. Tone had a big burgundy, I think, Tahoe at the time, like 24-inch rims. Tone pulled up, nigga, like, who the fuck is this nigga pulling up in the hood? Yada. So Tone tells us, yo, Meech want to sign you, yada, yada. He want to bring you down to Atlanta. Show no, we got on the phone. We was down in Atlanta. We get to Atlanta, you know what I mean? Meech coming out. And like, he'll really be coming out like that, but they brung you in town, they coming out. So I heard the stories. I'm like, that shit is fake. Ain't nobody moving like that, bro. Them niggas came out, man. Oh my God. Bro, when I made the stories was not only real, it was realer than what the real stories was told. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So after we met everybody and they seen the vibe, I guess they wanted to check me out in person to see how people adapt to me and everything. And it was go after that. We came back home. He said, I'm coming to New York. 2 days later, he came to New York. Had the meeting up at the W Hotel in Times Square. And I think it was Dave Lighty. I forgot what label he was at. It might have been Warner, something like that, or Atlantic, whatever it was. And he told him, like, I'm signing this KTL. He was like, this is the plan. This is going to be the plan. It was maybe like May, June. He was like, we're going to drop an album. We're going to drop Blue album like in August. We're going to drop TL album October.
Ready to drop it out.
Like he was ready. I don't want that. Just the illest shit, though. He ain't want no money from him. I don't want no money for y'all. Like, I can't give me money. I just want the imprint. So he wanted. He's like, with the imprint. So we like, done deal. Everything was done. And this is where the story gets crazy. So the story gets crazy. So they leave. I'm getting the calls. I'm like, oh, we live. We good. Like, it's over. I'm in the hood. Niggas in the hood. We sipping. It's over. He's like, yo, how I'm going to introduce you to everybody. I'm going down to Miami. I'll bring you down to Miami. I'm having a big party. He introduced me at this big party, so I'm gonna set it up. I had a billboard, TL, everything. So we like, oh, this is So he is like, yo, we're gonna get all the paperwork done. I'm gonna fly in. We're gonna do that paperwork, and then we all flying out to Miami. 2-3 days later, they get raided by the feds. Bro, you know how I felt, my nigga? Like
that's 2.
It's 2, bro. That's 2. Yo, bro, like when niggas say, yo, kill yourself, that's what it felt.
I'm about to say that
like, kill yourself, bro. Yeah, my nigga, like, and people don't that's why I'm so adamant about like how y'all not giving me my problems. Y'all know what I went through for this shit, my nigga.
Some people will never get the opportunity.
Yo, that's
easy to talk about.
Yeah, my nigga. Yo, kid, that was crazy. But what I took from that is some real niggas, official niggas to like what I was doing like that enough to not know. They don't know us. Niggas ain't know us. We was
for them to say,
yeah, to be like, oh nah, we bet in the house on this nigga. Like we fuck with this thing. And then I come to find out later that how he first got up to me. I did a show at Cheetah Club in the city at the time, and I was performing, and they was the niggas. And we to this day we always talk like, yo, some niggas in there. We thought we was bottled up. Niggas was gold bottled up. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out it was them. You know, we just didn't know. So I guess he remembered that. And then
remember your name.
Yeah, months later when he got the song, they actually got the music down there. We went down there. His people was down in Atlanta. We went down there and we met with his people. We going down there on some hustling shit. Yeah. We thinking, oh, we got a little word. We gonna come up, nigga. These niggas is BMF. They gonna laugh at us. We didn't know at the time though. So we thinking, oh, we good. We go down there. So he, we hooked up with his people, whatever. The nigga heard the music, took us to his crib, everything. We driving. That same night I met him. He got the record on the radio in Atlanta. And they'll call us and say, yo, turn on the radio. We driving to go eat. We on Peach Street. That's the name, Peach Street in Atlanta?
Peach Street?
Peach Street, yeah, Peach Street. We on Peach Street. Never forget it. We driving, we gonna get something, we gonna Waffle. I'm like, I gotta go to Waffle House. I'm fiending for Waffle. They said, turn on the radio. They playing the record on the radio. I said, whoa, kind of find out. All of these niggas was BMF affiliated.
Yeah, he got power.
We didn't know that.
Power like
so we never even told him about the little work we was bringing. So can't talk about this little work. Niggas might be like, yo, get these niggas out of here. Fuck, they coming down with this little bit of work. We thinking, yo, we about to come up. We going to Atlanta. We gonna hit these niggas with these numbers. Some niggas would be like, what? You that number here? I'll give it to you for 5 points left. Boy, keep your little word. So we are the cartel. We are the cartel, nigga. You looking for a plug? We the plug, nigga. So that was just a funny thing. But yeah, the BMF deal was real. It was very.
Now I gotta ask you about another deal that was supposed to be on the table. Jude. How real was that?
Maybe like 50-50. It wasn't
50-50.
The irony in that, right? The irony in that. That deal, like I don't know how real that deal was, but I do know Banks was advocating for
I'm about to say the word was out there.
Banks was advocating. Like my house was the house, like I always say, my house was auntie house in the hood. Like I didn't live in the building in the project, but my house was the house that everybody came to for the gambling, for the work, for the partying. Like my house was the house in the hood. So I remember one time they came up tour, and I had the window in the front, like in front of my house. Like him, everybody would call. How they come, they don't ring my bell. Yo! So I hear that. So I'm in the window, and I look out the window. You could see one away. You know how we had all the sneakers on the wire? Like I'm looking at the park. So that's how I know who out. I'm looking out the window. I see it jam packed out. What the fuck going on at 8? So niggas like, yo, come out. The nigga Banks wanna holler at you. So I come outside, Banks out there. So we just talking, mad kids running up. Oh, TL, can we get a autograph from Banks? Like, yeah, Banks was cool about it. So he was advocating me for to basically like, yo, you gotta get with us. I'm telling you, my nigga, watch, you gonna be with us. You know what I mean? So fast forward a little bit when Mozzie was with the God rest. Mozzie had pulled up in a project one day, but Mozzie had a thing about just showing off shit. And the young boys that was with me, my brother and them, namely, they wasn't with that shit. Like I don't fuck who you is. You ain't stunting on this set right here. You're not coming on this set stunting. We didn't know what Mozzie was coming for. We thought Mozzie was coming on some bullshit. So he pulled up. It's like 3-4 cars. He in a Maserati. Like he in a Maserati. It's like 3-4 cars deep. Niggas is getting out and niggas is standing there on some quiet shit. Yeah. And he like, I was saying we was in a parking lot. That was our little trap. So we all in the parking lot. So when niggas pull up, automatically everybody starts kind of come around me. Like niggas on this side, a couple niggas in front of me. So, yo, L, where TL at? Yo, and he, he's an aggressive talker. Once he said I heard aggressive, oh yeah, this is going on behind me. My brother, all. So Mozzie like, oh word, like come on, nigga, like he know what that sound is because he was with that shit. So he like, yo, get in the car. Fuck you mean get in the car, bro? Like, come on, Mozzie, like, don't do me like that, bro. Like me, it was cool. Like this, but it just that's just me. Like I don't fuck who you. He's not pulling up telling me get in the car. Niggas taking you for a ride when you get in the car. Like everybody knows. Yeah, niggas just outside the car or something. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, that shit don't look right. Come to find out from what I heard, where I say it was 50-50. Supposedly it was a call from 50 to go get TL and bring him to me. But the message wasn't delivered like that.
Yeah. Because Mozzie can't deliver.
That's the point. The message wasn't delivered like yo, the big homie wants you, bro. Like the message was, yo, get in the car.
Because
what?
That story was actually true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how it really went. But he's
and then 50 took it as TL like fuck me, but I didn't know, bro. Like I didn't know that you sent that nigga for me, like because they didn't deliver that message. They delivered the message on some other shit. Like
actually said that he wanted to fuck with you, but he didn't want the others.
That was cool. That was cool. I wasn't.
But
that's what I mean about I was loyal to the vision more than anything. I was loyal to the vision of, yo, the niggas, we all from here, and we all came up here. We good, bro. Like now I can put niggas in position. You want to make clothes, you want to do this, you want to do that. We have those lines now to do that. But he just didn't deliver the message right, bro. Nah, it didn't. I just said, man, it was a lot going on at that time. So when niggas jump out, once you hear the click, 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 it was no.
The crazy thing is you took a shot from 50 because of that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he definitely threw a ball.
I remember all of that, bro.
He definitely threw a ball.
I remember that. But see, 50 was, we fuck with 50 in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like when 50 was coming up, we was all for what he was representing. We was for that. Like we felt like he wanted us. Like he from the bottom for real. But he was just a little bit older and he'd been around more than the rest of us. As far as he got to experience, I didn't get to experience the Preem team and all of that. He got to experience a little bit of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So those stories and those experiences, we was turned on for that. Remember, this is my drug dealer dream mindset. So I was turned on to that. Like, yo, this nigga 50 L. And then, his shit was dope. Power the dollar. Like, you can't deny it. It was a dope ass, one of the dope ass projects ever. Yo, super dope, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and him never had a problem. We never, I maybe met him 3-4 times in life. We never had a problem. I admire his work to this day. I think he's dope. I think his mind is different on how he operate and conduct business, but just that situation, that message came wrong, bro.
Look at this. Look at this. Right. You have Murder Inc. and you have G. Both looking at the same person.
And the funny thing I was thinking, Fifth would love that shit.
What?
He said, see, you about to sign Murder Inc. and they got ready.
Oh, he would have said that. He would have been going in. If I would have got up to that meeting with him, he would have been going in. I'd have been going in. But I respect Irv from a producer and executive standpoint because I got to see it. I got to witness his passion and how he worked. And I was like, whoa, this is just what I need to be around.
It made it feel like that was made for you because that's how you do your music.
Yeah, like I'm passionate about it. Like it was like, no, like you gotta feel it. We're not just in here to just rap. Like, no, we gotta.
That's a good tug of war.
Yeah, bro. But it was great. It was great, but I just didn't know how real legitimate shit was. Like I would have definitely did it because I came up with them guys. Like Banks and Yale, and I'm like, we came up from rough hands together and all that.
That he said, you should have knew how serious it was.
Yeah, but it was about me, but it was
it was directed
to my big homie.
Yeah, that's
it was directed to him. But it was about me. It basically did. You fucked up because of him. Like that's what that was. But I just took it with a grain of salt. Like, okay,
because when I said he really sent a shot.
And then I didn't. And then the competitor in me, I just didn't have a platform at the time to really respond. Yeah, and I was like, yo, I could respond. But that shit gonna go on deaf ears. and wasn't going deaf, and that's when you could get buried. Because ain't nobody listening to you, a nigga could bury you. And I said, you know what? That's when you gotta know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me knowing how to fight like that, it was just like, you know what? It didn't. The shot didn't. It didn't affect. No, it was like a graze. Like it was. All right, I got graze. Okay. In the art of war, you
but the
get
crazy
graze.
thing with him, he's super petty because he would have probably entertained you too, and got.
But
people to
he
listen
would
to
only. But his pettiness goes. He's only going to entertain it if the people is listening.
to it.
And at that time, it was G Unit out. Niggas said you would have just looked like the nigga who every time somebody get on, you got that one nigga from the hood that's trying to hate. And that's how it would have came across. Oh, TL and them hating them niggas. Oh, they mad.
Not even realizing that the shot was tossed your way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't even pay attention to
They
that.
would have paid attention to
You know what I'm saying? They don't see the person that hit you first.
They see
You see the comeback, yeah. So they would have seen me react. Oh, he hating. Oh, they mad because they in the hood. And it was like, no, we all right. We in the hood, but we all right, bro. We not. Ain't nobody starving on my team. Everybody good. You know what I'm saying? Man, my lady still vacationing, going out the country. Like we was all right, bro. We was all right. I ain't gonna hold you up. We was all right at the time. And that was a gift and a curse too, because us being all right kind of made our arrogance go a little bit out of control too. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But I never knew how real that shit was though with the Jew and shit.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, now I know. I didn't know.
All right, we gonna get back to the tape. Only in America featured Murder Movie. Mm-hmm. I love the song, and I love the song for the intro.
Yeah.
That's my shit. Wolf of Wall Street.
That's my favorite movie. Bro.
That's my favorite movie.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
said,
Jordan Bell.
That shit had me hyped. I kept listening to that over and over just because I started that joint.
Yeah, we came with that record. Self-service. He was doing a project. And Maestro, the producer, he came through, and we were just in the studio one night. It was late, and I think we was about to wrap up, and he played the beat for me. And I'm like, wow. And I did it right there. Like, as he playing the beat, I'm just starting to go in. And I was like, yo, every time they was like, all right, we're going to go, we're going to leave. I was like, nah, don't leave yet. I got it. I'm ready. I'm lying. Like, I'm ready. I wasn't even ready. So then, after about a half hour, I had it. And then, we laid it down. And he actually leaked the record of just me at the time. It was just supposed to be just me. Just one verse, and that's it. It didn't have the skit on the front. It had none of that. It just came on, I'm rapping just like that. And I'm like, no, y'all bugging. Like, let me live with it. And I ran into Mook. And me and Mook always had a mutual respect for each other. Like, I think he's the king of what he does. You know what I'm saying? I always admire him for it. And we just was kicking it. And he's one of the niggas, we ain't do the dance. So, yo, we got to do something. Yada. It was serious. I was like, yo, I called him. Yo, bro, I got something. He said, send it. I sent it. By the next morning, he sent that shit back. You know what I'm saying? I held it. Like, that was like around Cliff Notes. Yeah, I held it. I said, no, I got to hold this right now. I sent it to Jay, matter of fact. And Jay called me like, yo, that shit hard. So I said, nah, I got Mook on it, though. Wait till you hear it. And then I just held it and moved. Every time we're running a move, yo, what's up with that record, man? You playing. I'm like, yo, Mook, I'm telling you, trust me, when I drop it, it's going to be worth it. And then we dropped it, and they fuck with it.
Where's the visual at?
I think that should be a visual. He just called me, Deuce just called me the other, like 2 days ago, and he was like, yo, we got to start putting a visual together for Only in America. Because
I'm looking at it, because Mook just dropped a video. Perfect. That's like talking about like conscious type stuff. And then that song comes out.
So now it's perfect. But that's something that we already working on. He called me the other day and was like, yo, let's start putting the treatment together. So we've been working on it. So that without a doubt, that video will be shot real soon.
We got brand new featuring Tommy Two-Face. How do you get that classic sample on that shit?
That was the guy Jack Dance and Divine, his partner. I don't know if they're still partners, but they was working together. They gave me that beat like 2 years ago. I never did it though. Like I had it. I called Allis Michaels from Long Island. Yeah. I called Allis to get on it. Allis came by the studio. I had 730 was on a record. It was just gonna be like a freestyle of niggas that I just like their music. I fuck with them niggas. So they all did their verse, but we lost the music in the studio. I couldn't find we couldn't find any verses no more. I'm like, what the fuck is this record? So we just had the beat. So when we had the beat, we had Entourage come. I had Entourage come through. And I'm like, yo, we need a hook. And, I'm starting to give it to him. And then my guy, Big Baby, he's the one that kind of gave them the concept of the hook. And we all in there, we put that shit together. Now, the verse I had originally did for a record with LL, with Bimmy. But this is what I did, and
Talk
my
that shit, man.
my
Talk that
apologies.
shit. You know, young punk.
Listen,
Talk
my
that shit, man.
apologies to the great one, LL. This is my apologies. Nobody knows it. First time I was saying this shit. I did this shit. I felt slighted because Bimmy called Jay. I mean, Bimmy was like, yo, who the hottest niggas they ain't signed, but niggas is hot. L working on a project. He want to work with niggas is hot. And he wasn't, like, my name ain't come up. The names he was saying in Queens was disrespectful. And then Superstar Jay was like, you bugging, nigga. TL, you bugging. He was reluctant to get me up there. So I finally get up there. So I get up there. They bullshitting around. They don't want to play me the beat. So they played the beat. It wasn't this beat that brand new, though. It was a different beat. So they played it. So I'm like, all right. So he was like, yo, what you could do? L on his way. So I go in there, write that shit, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, write the verse. By the time I start going to the booth, LL comes in. He walks in. I'm looking out the glass at him, and I'm spitting it. He stops. Yo, who is this? So he like, TL. So I'm like, to me, I'm like, I know his mind. He like, Bim, how the fuck you ain't been get this nigga? So, I did that. I had the hook and everything for it. They had somebody singing a hook and everything. So we laid it. Now they got a listening joint. Bimmy don't call me for the listening joint. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I hear about the listening joint because I'm on the brand. And I see niggas up there. So what I do, pull it up. So I pulls up, I come in there, man, move. There was a few niggas in there. Niggas is in there. So I'm like, hold up, bro. Like, you wasn't gonna call me for that? So that was strike two. So now I'm in there. L see me. L go on the Ellen show. He shout me out on the Ellen show. He naming nigga. I got T.I. I got this nigga. And I'm like the only nigga that's really not known at his shout. He's like, oh, and I got this kid TL. So, we post that. I'm hyped. Like, oh, LL shout me out on the Ellen show. Yeah, we live. Somebody posted something. He did a radio interview in Atlanta or North Carolina. He shouted me out on there. So I'm like, we live. So now the project, for whatever reason, never came out. So then it was like, the records that niggas did, I'm just gonna give it to y'all and y'all use it to whatever it is y'all doing. So y'all could kind of build y'all shit up. All right, cool. You give everybody their record but me. So I'm like, that's strike three. I'm calling this nigga, bro. Calling him, texting him, emailing him. Bam, can I get the record? At one time I asked, please. I felt belittled, but I'm like, nah, I can't be belittled because it's me, it's my career. Yo, please, bro, here go my email again in case you ain't get it the last 50 times. Can you just send me the record? Like, I'm working on a project. Like, I need this. I got LL Cool J, bro. I need it. I finally run into him somewhere. I don't know. I think we was at BB King's or some shit. We was in the city. I think we was somewhere. BB King. Yo, man, what's up, bro? I got this project coming out, man. When you gonna send me that record? Oh, L, I got you, my nigga. Yo, I'm gonna send it. You gonna have it in the morning. I'm calling a nigga. He's not answering. Yeah. I'm hitting him. I see him on the gram. He just posted 3 minutes ago. So you active on the gram. It just said, you posted something that said 3 minutes. Oh, he active. Hit him. Man, Miss TL, what's up, bro? I need it. Nigga just ignore me. So after a while, like, you know what happened. Now the Southside should come out. You know what? LL, I'm sorry, man. I appreciate the opportunity. But in all due respect, but no disrespect, fuck that, man. I'm snatching my own verse off that shit. And I'm going to do it my motherfucking self. So when I get to the studio, the beat for Brand New comes up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just in there just rapping. The nigga like, yeah, why you don't use that? Niggas don't even know this is the verse I use for L because nobody heard it. So I'm like, I said, fuck it. Let me just keep it. Obviously, and I just kept it.
Anybody to hear it.
And we wasn't going to even use it for the project. I was just doing it. It was going to be for something else. It was going to be for something. But people that kept hearing it is like, yo, you got to use that, bro. That shit hard. So I ended up using it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. But
one of the quotes come out of that joint, still out relapse. In the cocaine business.
Yeah.
The trap. It's
more addictive than a sniffing. It's that drug dealer dream, bro.
Real eyes. The real lies, the real lies.
Real lies, the true getting real money niggas. Like,
when I heard that, I was just
it took me back to that dream. Like, I had to realize, like, niggas that was leveling up, it was different from what I thought I was leveling up on. You know what I'm saying? And it made me kind of relapse in them cocaine vision to the sense of like Dream from a Project Window. When you first had the vision of this what I gotta do to get this in order to make these things happen for my peoples. So having that mindset, it was like, yo, bro, you gotta go hard, my nigga. So it came out in that verse when I did it when I first wrote it. Well, all of those thoughts was in my mind. Like, I'm doing something with LL. Oh, nah, this one's real lives, the real lives, the real lives, from real lives, the true getting real money. Nigga, salute. That was to LL. Like, salute, bro. Like, you a true getting real money nigga. And it took me to realize, nigga, you in the presence of greatness, boy. Yeah. And that was me speaking to L. I don't know if he heard the conversation, but I spoke to him. Hopefully he caught her, but I was speaking to him. It was just my way of acknowledging a legend and acknowledging somebody that's nice. Like, I'm acknowledging and appreciative of me getting an opportunity to work with him.
While showcasing my talent.
Yeah, why? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I think he caught it, but niggas ain't want you to talk to him like that.
But that's fouling. Why? I'm from the home team. I'm from the borough, bro. Like, you should want me to win. Yeah, they might not. And then niggas know. You can eat, though, because one thing that's never been said about me is I'm a grimy, selfish individual. So you know the way he is, and he's loyal. The way he is, if he get a shot, all we gotta do is be 100. You ain't gotta be extra.
They thinking about the way they are.
Yeah, but see, that's
you know what I'm saying?
So many I think they want to catch the artist that doesn't have his business together, that's not incorporating all that. So they
stupid to me though.
But there's so many traps that they set to,
360
like
deal.
No, not even the 360 deal. When they bring an artist around to basically steal their style, steal their stuff, to put on an artist that they might have more belief in, but you might be more talented, more pizzazz, charisma, but they don't want to give you that opportunity. So that's how they shelf a lot of artists.
Yeah, you know that mindset is the niggas that when we was hustling, I remember a nigga did this to me. A nigga gave me some work on an arm. He gave me an ounce, right? And I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. I just had some fiends that I know I'm gonna get this work.
Definitely gonna buy it.
So he gave me an ounce, and after he gave it to me, after I bagged up, and later on that day, I'm like, yo, I'm finished that. He like, word? I said, yo, oh yeah, what I owe you for that? Because he never told me a price. He was like, how much you bagged up? I told him what I bagged up. He said, let's say if I told him I bagged up $2,300. All right, just give me 1,300 out of that. Or give me 1,200 out of that. I didn't know. And the niggas put me on like, what? Nah, bro, you don't do that. I didn't know. And that's the same way these execs is doing. But why would you want to do that to somebody? That's fucking up the culture. That's what make niggas say fuck niggas.
For so long. Like, but we need people like us to reevaluate everything. Yeah. Like even with Russell and all of them, they did so many niggas dirty that the few people that they did do good, the thousands that got lost in the music source that are very talented.
That's crazy to me, man. That maybe because I don't have insecurities about what I could do.
You don't have insecurities with yourself.
Yeah, it is like I'm me.
That separates you from so many people, even if they are financially way above you. You come in a room against them, and they know they got more than you. You just walking around.
Yeah, but y'all niggas
like, why the fuck does this motherfucker?
But y'all niggas are eating filet mignon. I'm at Ox store getting a chopped cheese with Swiss. Like, let me enjoy my chopped cheese, bro. Like, what you worried about?
Because they can't go there, bro. Like, they can't go there. You can go.
I get it for you, bro. Like, I make another chopped cheese with Swiss. Like, come on, bro. Like, you eating filet mignon. I'm not in your plate. Like, damn, bro, I can't get a piece of that. Nah, I'm good. I got a chopped cheese. Yeah. My shit well done. I got onions and peppers. I'm good, bro.
Like, this is so funny that we're into that because we're gonna go to the next one. Like nobody. This happens to be one of my favorite joints. And it's because you said a line that I say every day. Motherfuckers only really show you love when you up.
When you up. You know what I'm saying? They only show you love when you up. Yo, man, like nobody was like, I got the beat. It's a Jay-Z sample from Marcy, which was like one of my favorite records ever. When he's like, I'm from the other side with other guys on wall too much. Yeah, this is a sample, and Kanye used it last year. Kanye used it, and I heard it, but I'm like, no, I never heard this record. Yeah, he did. So somebody, I met a nigga online was doing beats, and he resampled what Kanye did to the beat and sent it to me. So I'm like, oh, I got a new joint. It's a little different from what Ye did. Like, you would have to hear Ye joint to understand it, but he basically made the beat over. So he did it, and it was just one of the joints. I was just zoning to it. I was just using it as a tool to write. Like, I'm practicing. Yeah. Like, this is the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm just working out in the gym. And the shit just happened to come out. You know what I'm saying? And when we was in the studio, And I don't even think we was in there to record it. I just think I just playing the beat, and I was just in one of my L modes, just, you know, going stupid, like just doing that. And it came out, and it was like, nah, we got to keep that. So I had sent it to once again, I sent it to Jay. Jay was like, yo, come out tonight. I got Flex and at Angels. So we come out. Jay's playing the shit in Angels that night. It ain't even mixed, mind you. Jay is just playing. Like, that's our brother Jay. Like, yeah, it ain't even mixed. And I'm like, oh, Jay, man, this is not a good representation, bro. Like, this record ain't even mixed. But fuck it, it is what it is. Flex heard it. We standing up there. I watched Flex ask Jay, like, the Flex about to go on after Jay. And he tapping him like, yo, pointing to the thing, like, who is this? So Jay, like, points over there to me. So he said something to security like, yo, TL, and he looking back. They're like, yeah, him. And they brought me in the booth, and Flex was like, yo, that's you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, he went just like that. He looked at me and like, yo, send me that. So I'm like, that's it. We cool. I'm telling my boy, oh, we live. Like, I'm playing cool as shit, though. I'm too big down. I'm like, I'm way spinning. I'm like, oh, I appreciate it. I'm in baseball. I appreciate it, big dog. I appreciate it. I'm going to send that to you in the morning. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, we are live, yo. So a little while later, Flex get on. Do you know when he get on, he starts his session, his set off with that record? And he showed me something that I didn't know. You know how DJs, artists, listen to this, artists. If you're an artist, this is some important shit. When you go to get your record played in a club and your shit sound a little weird, a little faster, or it sound a little cartoonish, those DJs that playing it, they being fucking lazy. Because all they gotta do is EQ and fix the tempo. Flex did that shit on the spot in the party. Mind people is vibe. Yo, my nigga, we in a strip club. Even the strippers is listening to the shit word for word because I'm looking in their face and they moving, but they like certain parts they move, and I'm like, yo, the bitches is like they here. He's EQing it, doing the tempo, and when he finally got it, what he did was he caught it was the Jay-Z joint. He played a little bit of the Jay-Z shit just to hear the quality and the sound how it's supposed to be, and then run it back and finally caught the tempo of the sound. And then that's when we started talking. I'm like, Queens, where we at? From that shit, I'm in there. I'm so nonchalant. I'm in there on the phone like, word, filming on like live feed for the gram on the low, like, ooh, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? So that was love, you know what I'm saying? But we did that, and that was like, that was just basically like we thought the tape was done after that. You know what I'm saying? After we did that record, he was in my ear, bro, the CD gotta come out now. Like, we gotta do it now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Flex called and we went up to see my nigga Blue. He mixed it, finally mixed it like the way it's supposed to be mixed. And we took it to Flex, and it was history after that. She was been on the radio since.
Rich Kid.
Shout out my boy Rich Kid. Rich Kid, official dude, man. He with Flex. Yeah, that's DJ Rich Kid. Oh man, that dude official. You show hella love, man.
Because the line on there is basically what you going through, though. People show you love when you up.
Yeah, they only show love when you up. The hoes there come through in the clutch when that bag right. They see you stunting, making movies, make them act right. Real shit.
We need you up there.
Yeah, yo. Oh nah, boy, that's coming. Trust me, that's coming, my nigga. It just like I was told of how Flex works. Flex watches everything from when he watches everything. So it just built it up a little more. It just built up a little more because like how we did this interview. When we do it, we want it to be right. We gotta be perfect. So when I get up there, I'm a rep for the borough. Lead that. Like I'm a hold the borough down. Lead that shit.
Preach. Another joint.
Yeah.
Another Jew that was dropped in there too. What's making you drop all these Jews in every song? It's something you can pull out every song.
Experiences, bro. Experiences, bro. That's all it is. It's just tapping into myself. Like just, you know what I'm saying? Like besides interviews and people that's close to me, I'm all the way reserved. Like I could be in a room and I'm good with being in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta make a lot of noise. If you real or whatever, you'll recognize like son is somebody. You know what I'm saying? So Priest was just one of the joint. Super Dave from Slow Bugs. He had Sue called me. Shout out Sue, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Real stand-up guy. Official dude, boss. He called me and was like, yo, L, we doing a Slow Bugs mixtape. He was like, I need you to send me some. I just happened to be in the studio that night. I ain't had shit to send him, honestly. I ain't had nothing to send him. I just had the first verse from Preach. The beat is actually Murder. I found out later it was Murder Mook's beat. It was his song. I found that out later. So when they played it for me, I didn't have the hook at first. So when they played it, I'm like, oh shit. So I kind of went off of Mook theme of Preach. That's how I came up with the hook. So, you know, it was just a freestyle. It was supposed to be a freestyle. So when I sent it to Soup, he was loving it. Like, you know, everybody was loving it. But niggas was hitting me back like, yo, bro, you got to put another verse on that. Like, you got to kind of like pull that shit back, put another verse on that, and re-release it. So that's all that was. So once I sent it to him, you know, he loved it, and it was a couple of things I had to touch up in it, and then I just did the second verse of that, and it came out like shit came out dope.
And a lot of people like, see, I'm listening to the mixtape, and I look at Cliff Notes, like nobody, and it's real. And for me, how I look at it, that's TL showing vulnerability.
Yeah, all the way, bro.
Like,
all the way.
Those are the songs that show, like I said, TL being vulnerable on these joints. And for people that don't know you, I just know looking at it, like, oh no, I know that.
Yeah, all the way.
And then I see the joints that you got starting in Ricky, and I'm like, to me, that's not the usual TL tracks.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. Those was joints that was just like I said on Ricky. We're not gonna get this confused. Like, this ain't what I do. Like, this that dancing with that devil flow at the pale of the moonlight. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I wouldn't pick these beats, but let's not get it confused. I could dance with this, yeah, like I could dance. So, you know, and then like I said, it was more of a salute to the young boy. The younger generation fuck with me. Like, that's why I could never hate on them niggas. Like, they fuck with me. And then when Gorgeous brought me the record, and she was like, yo, I'm telling you, I got this record, you gonna love it, yada, yada. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, that shit is kind of dope. And I just like, let me just go ahead and fuck with it. So, you know, it wasn't that, like you said, I probably would have picked, but it was something that I needed to do. Yeah. I needed to kind of get that out.
It shows your range.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I needed to get that out.
Because I was like, I'm glad he did those two records.
Yeah.
Even though I know, me personally, I know those not TL.
Yeah, they're not TL, but I needed that.
But I said, for him to show, you know what I'm saying, I can do that too.
Yeah, and then it's the ratchet side too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming from the P's, like we got that ratchet side. Like I said, that's my favorite music. Like, I love that shit. That's the music I listen to the most. So it was a good thing. And then I got on the stunting joint, I was able to get the homie Maze from H&Y. Yeah, I reached out to Maze, you know what I'm saying? He laced it, and then I got the homie Benji. That's my guy. That was actually, I met Benji through Mars. Like, Mars always told me, yo, Benji is fire. He loved Benji. So I called Benji to the studio. He came right there. L, where you at? I'm in the studio now. I'm pulling up. He pulled up, and the rest was history. You know what I mean?
I was listening to him because as soon as you put the mixtape out, see, I didn't put up what everybody else just put up, the album cover. The album cover, yeah. I'm showing you I'm downloading it.
Absolutely. I said absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
It's getting downloaded. You know what I'm saying? Because it's support who supports you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to take the mixtape and put it up there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That, if you check my phone now, that's in rotation.
Oh, absolutely.
Right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? When I see your phone, you got it right next to Magna Carta.
That was hard, bro. I don't know who did that. Like, that was I don't know. That was some other shit, my nigga. Niggas sent me that. Niggas is like, yo, what's the chances of you putting out a joint and they put your shit on title right next to the big home? Niggas thought I did that. Yeah. And I'm asking niggas, how the fuck can I do that? Yeah. Like, how can I get into it? Niggas was bugging out like, nigga, LA slick, he gonna put his shit as the whole. But I'm like, how, bro? Like, if I could do that, I got some magic. Yeah, I would have been that. Like,
but see, that's the funny thing also. Then the way people can hear you guys. Now
that
to sit right there.
That's what made
it bad. Like, this shit good or was it bad?
That's what made it dope to me when I seen it. I said, oh shit, these niggas are funny. You know what I'm saying? I know he must have stayed away from me. But it's
somebody got a dope sense of humor. And send it to me. Like, hey, got my shit right next to it. I said, hey, this is a bitch, but I take it.
Now Clutch is another joint. Yeah, now, did you ever hear you was gonna flop? Because I heard most of the joints.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
And only thing I will say about TL is not consistent. That's my only thing. I will never say he was gonna flop. I will always say TL is not consistent.
Too many layoffs.
Too many layoffs.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do enough interviews, and he don't promote himself like he needs to promote himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only. It's not TL's a flop. Is he gonna be here or not? The Mason syndrome type of thing.
They were saying that, bro. He ain't never gonna be this dope. He ain't never gonna pop, they said. He ain't never gonna be as big as Stig in the street as Pop, they said. All lies against me. This time he gonna flop, they said. And I was sitting back like, yeah. And I'm looking at my rollie like, where's my rollie, nigga? Watch, I see it. Like, yo, y'all niggas crazy. But nah, niggas was saying that niggas wrote me off like a tax, my nigga.
Because that's the reason I think that they don't put you on the top. It's because like, all right, TL's here today. TL like going for about 2.
But you know, it was a thing. Like, you're absolutely right. I have no grace about that. But the thing that used to get me is, I put out a project, and y'all niggas don't show love to the project, and then turn around and say, yo, why you ain't driving no music, bitch? I put out this shit, and y'all niggas ain't showing love. Yeah, like not even free. Like, if it's hot, why y'all got a problem with recognizing my shit is hot, but y'all post some other shit?
They forever doing that.
But like, and then get mad at me and say, why I ain't putting that out, bitch? You posting this shit and you won't post my shit, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is up?
Every time.
Yeah, like how, and I kind of let it bother me because I'm so passionate about the music, my nigga. I'm passionate about putting out quality music. I'm passionate about the art. I'm passionate about the work. I'm passionate about the creativeness of it. And for me to give this to you, and you did like, it's like I'm giving you, I'm telling you, bro, here's a 6'3" Benz, bro. Ride that. That's you. Whole lot. And you turn around, and the next time I see you, you in a motherfucking Toyota. I'm like, yo, bro, why you ain't driving that? The Benz is hard, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna promote this Toyota. Like, come on, bro. Like, you playing yourself. And I get that a lot. Like, niggas, I sit back and watch, and I'm like, wow, you really gonna post that? Like, that's what you gonna post? And you know I got this out? Okay, it's cool.
But this is the fights I be having with shit like that.
Yeah.
And niggas be like, yo, this nigga's popping. And I say, because you niggas made that nigga popping.
Yeah.
If you don't promote that shit, he's not popping. But you won't promote a nigga you really know. But you could
promote what you want to promote, whether you know me or not. I'm saying from a standpoint of, you can't possibly say, nah, TL, that shit was whack. You can't say that. If the majority could say, L, that shit was whack, I could live with that. Yeah. I'm cool with that, because you gonna swing, some of you gonna hit, some of you gonna miss. I'm cool with that. But if you know, and the majority of the people is telling you that's hot, and you going out your way to not do that, I have a problem with that.
This right here, do you get the DMs from the people that don't post it up saying, yo, that shit fire?
Bro, but yo, I can show you my DMs now. I be like, yo, why the fuck? I stop answering them though. I'm like, yo, you a DM me.
That shit is fire.
Yo, L, this shit fire. This shit crazy. Y'all listen to this. Yo, my girl like it. Yo, my girl put me on to, but you won't comment that under a picture.
Look, but is it other rappers doing that?
Absolutely.
Do you understand why they doing it?
No, I don't.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I can't put you on my page to take away my shit.
That's bringing more energy to your page. And now when you post something,
they don't understand.
No, they don't understand.
I post a nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm posting it, bro.
Understand that element of light illuminates light. They just wanted to be the only light shine. They want to dim all the other lights when they light shine.
Like, I might get a whole bunch of you the best interviewer, but then I see them promoting everybody
else. Yo, is that weird or what, bro?
Like,
yeah, my DM is flooded.
I can't win this.
The biggest thing in this is that they promote the gimmicks. If you have a gimmick, you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out. This is the gimmick time. Like, I've never seen it before in everything. In all of these people that have the podcast, all these people that are doing these little bullshit driving in cars, like, it's just so much gimmicks running. It drives me fucking nuts. Like, it makes me sit back and like, what part of any culture is this? Like, this is just selling soul culture.
It's no culture.
Everybody else should go over and have fun selling on soul for $1.
Your tattoos everywhere.
Yeah, it's no culture, bro.
Think about this: if a gimmick artist is out here doing his thing and he promotes you on his page, you might be killing the gimmick artist, and they don't want to get killed.
I can't accept that though, because
I don't never want to.
I'm not. It's like this. You selling Reggie Miller weed, right? I'm selling cocaine, bro. I can't affect your money at all. I can't affect your money. You don't sell what I sell. I don't sell what you sell. You know my shit is hot, bro. Let me just get a plug, bro. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing, bro. It don't cost you. My nigga, you will post. You'll post Welvin, the retarded nigga. Like, you niggas, like I told niggas, yo, I done erased a lot of niggas out my phone. Like I erased a lot of niggas that I'm cool with. Like, bro, I see you post that shit, and I gotta ask you to post mine. I'm cool. Don't post my shit. Matter of fact, please don't post it. Like, we not cool because at this age, what are we doing this for, bro? Like, we could sit down, we can have drinks and cool, chill, get some food, we could kick it. I'm all for that. But when I'm talking about this right here, if you ain't fucking with me, my nigga, we have no interest.
Fuck with me if you don't promote the shit I'm doing.
Nah, but they'll post some shit. Yo, this nigga's crazy.
That nigga's funny.
Come on,
something that happened on fucking L1ffe Hip Hop.
Yeah, niggas is going in. Like, let the hoes do that, bro. Let the chicks, like, come on, bro. That's what the chicks do, bro. Like,
because they want to follow a wave. You know what I'm saying?
And it's fucked up.
That's
like,
crazy.
The crazy thing is, I had this situation with one of my men, and I was like, yo, I'm about to do a concert. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I didn't know you was doing a concert. I said, how you don't know? You on my fucking page all day. You know what I'm saying? I said, how you don't know what you telling me about my other man's party that you going to?
Yeah.
I said, I understand it. I'm not in the loop yet.
Yeah. So
guess what? Don't promote it now. Don't promote it ever. Because when I go there, you just allow me to eliminate.
Yeah, that's it. It's easy to get rid of some weight. Oh, all right, cool. He on it like that. And I see everything. That's what niggas don't understand. I'm a student of this shit. So I listen to everybody. Believe me, it be niggas that I know ain't gonna pop. But I'm especially if they say, like, a lot of artists do say their music though. I ain't gonna front. There's a lot of artists that, yo, big bro, like, you can listen to this shit, my nigga. Let me know what you think. And there's some artists I respect. They don't even ask me for a verse. They just want to know my opinion. Yeah. And I respect that. I appreciate that because I'm like that. Like, I send shit to niggas and like, yo, bro, what you think of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and but for the artists that's like, why are y'all scared if a nigga shit is hot? Or if people, everybody's telling it's hot. And you say you fuck with that nigga, but you won't.
But you didn't see it.
Oh, that should be corny, man.
But you didn't see it. But that's what it becoming like. I'm not gonna give him that.
Yeah,
he get that. Corny. He might be going. That's a crab in the bucket. That's all somebody just want to keep their status.
That's a fuck. That's what really hurt. You know what I'm saying? That shit. You're
not the only person on the Queen that go through that. Somebody like Joker goes through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't really know Joker. You know what I'm saying? So they think he's this arrogant prick and all that. He's very talented.
He's talented.
He knows the business. But a lot of people won't promote him either. You know what I'm saying? And know he's really talented.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to see him go. You know
That's sad though, man. That shit, but like our borough, I think our borough right now could kind of
we could to go.
Musically, we could be the representation for New York City. And it's a lot of great music coming out of our borough, bro.
All my family in Brooklyn, I'm scared to talk about y'all, but oh man, y'all looking bad right now. Like, y'all looking bad.
No, see, even the Brooklyn niggas ain't sticking together.
I'm talking about this new wave. They not. This new Brooklyn, not Brooklyn hip hop. I'm talking about the new wave. Brooklyn. I don't even know what to call music anymore. Like, our culture,
alternative hip hop, man. Alternative rap.
I feel that we should. I feel like the way they do with country and rock and western, like all that shit is the same thing. I think. Yeah. So that's what they should do with hip hop. It should be like, if you have bars, you should be in hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop.
Rap, it should be usually trap music. Or it should be like a drug hop. Like,
something. But think about this. You said Brooklyn and stick together. Now, you will know a lot of people in Brooklyn really beefing with each other.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
It's a lot of them really beefing with each other that you see standing next to each other.
You'll never know that though. Like,
because they know what it is to get their back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and it's crazy. That's one thing they got over us as a whole. Our borough, we'd rather say fuck the bag just to keep another nigga down.
Yeah, get it.
Like, you will stop your bag just so he won't get a bag. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, is that retarded?
But I'm gonna make sure
or we want to hurt the person that come from where we come from that shines.
Yeah, that's man, that should be bugged out, yo.
It's really dangerous. And I'll be sitting there. I say, Queens don't really understand that the control is here.
Yeah. If niggas
play it right,
yeah,
every Queens nigga could go.
Yeah.
And I had spoke on it a long time ago, like with the slow situation. That was a big opportunity for Queens.
Yeah.
But it just went wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was put on to I had a conversation with somebody, and they was kind of linked real close to the slow bus situation, and they supposedly had conversations when they was putting out that album that they did. Was it? Did they put out an album or something?
When they got signed to
Epic. When they got the deal, exactly. When they got the deal, there was a conversation about, yo, we should go snatch TL, snatch this nigga, snatch this nigga. Niggas can help niggas write, like could write to help the artists they have. Help write.
Be the OVO sweatshop.
Yeah, they could help write for the artists, and not only that, that'll put them in position to do their thing. And then from the conversation I got, it'll put like for me, honestly for me, it'll put TL in a position to do his thing, and then we could just talk about, and we put him in a position like that, we could talk about trying to manage him. That way it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah. And to me, I'm like, it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't y'all holler at me about that? But then I hear the conversation way after the fact. But I'm like, and I asked the guy, I said, why didn't niggas do that? Oh man, I don't know. I'm like, wow, like that's crazy. Like, why would that make sense?
I seen that and I said, oh, if they do it this way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, it's on. For everybody, because now you get every part of Queens. Yeah. The way that conversation was going, I said, oh, if they could neutralize, you get every hot nigga from they set. You now have Queens to yourself.
And it makes them
even bigger.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How you don't get that?
You know what I'm saying? Like and I always, this is what I always say, I watch people's failures. I never watch people's success.
Yeah.
I watch people's failures so I can be successful. Mm-hmm. You pay attention to a person winning, you never gonna see where he made the mistakes. Yeah. So when I see that mistake, I said, if I ever get in that position, I already know where to go with the backs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Here. And I will sit back here. Y'all niggas do the work.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And they would have been winning everywhere.
On every
angle. Because you have every hood in your bag.
Why wouldn't they pull a trigger on that situation?
That's how I look. That's what I said slow. I was like, damn, it could be like how Russell was for the new generation.
I see
what he had for Queens. Yeah. I said, he could run this shit. And then when I was like, damn, he done fucked up. Like he kept fucking up. Yeah. Then once you got caught up, you could have just played the way the whole fifth thing happened. Yeah. But you really went to the legal aspect of it and hit behind the brand. That's not going to help you with where we come from. And what you were trying to represent at one time of, the whole, gangsta Haitian.
I look at our borough as a whole when it comes to music. We really have a dream team.
Yeah.
But it really takes a special somebody to kind of like, nah, bro, like, let me at least holler at niggas. Like, niggas don't even want to give a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even get a conversation with niggas. But niggas will see, like, how y'all saying? Motherfuckers see that, like, yo, that shit could be crazy. Boy, at least have a conversation to see where niggas is at.
Yeah.
It might could go. Niggas won't even give you a conversation.
Think about this. Look at 40. You got 108. 109, 110,
and that shit is dumb.
Stupid.
That shit is real dumb. And I'm a admit I'm a product of that because we care like that. Like we was really on some 8 shit. Like we got it tatted. Like the 8. Like like the 8. Like niggas would be like, fuck with them niggas on 110, bro. Like that shit that shit la la land down there. Like you know what I'm saying? Or niggas on South Road and niggas never go down there.
That shit 200 steps away.
And not only, and it's the craziest thing about it, you could get from 110 to South Road is the radius of 40 project. Do you know you could get from every building in the projects without even ever getting in the street?
Sure.
But niggas don't fuck with, like, it's one sidewalk that connects everything. You don't ever have to get in the street with the cars to get through the whole project. But niggas from 110 and niggas from South Road probably don't even know each other and hate each other.
And that's crazy.
That shit is
but look at the mentality. You know what I'm saying? And this is the mentality of Queens. I'm going to keep it here. I'm not going to put it over there.
Yeah.
And that's how that situation, to me, busted that way. We live here. We ain't going to take it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit retarded,
and
man.
It would have worked. Everybody would have been for it.
But nobody, the people that was in a position to kind of facilitate that, they just didn't have the conversations that needed to be had. Like, reach out. Like, obviously, you're having conversations amongst each other.
Yeah.
Reach out, because it could work.
Yeah, it would have worked. I don't see nobody who would have passed that.
Niggas would have passed that because niggas would have seen a bigger picture. If you get to a certain age, the ignorant shit, because a lot of beasts, it wasn't about that, bro.
No.
Like, even a lot of beasts we had, it wasn't about shit, bro. Like, I could look back at certain shit and be like, yeah, that shit was really a dumbass beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had disagreements with niggas that never even came to the forefront. But the people that's in a loop, they know, oh, him and Ellen wasn't fucking with each other. but it was over some dumb shit. Like, come on, bro, that shit ain't about nothing. It wasn't about no money. It wasn't about no bitches. It should never be about bitches. But it wasn't about nothing. It should never be about that. But niggas got tendencies like that. But it was just dumb shit. And I think that's what we had as a whole with the borough. Niggas don't fuck with each other and can't even tell you why. No. Niggas can't even tell you why. Yo, why you don't fuck with L? I don't know. I don't know why.
Do the 10th person over there. Yeah, that's how it be.
That should be weird, man. But we here. Straight from a project window is out.
Final joint, because this is my favorite song in this joint. Project. A21.
A21.
I like how you came on it when you was dressing like pops and everything.
Yeah,
that was dope.
They pops raised me, man. Like they pops played a part in me coming up, like from playing ball, like. You know, like they shielded me. I was kind of like the baby in the hood, like to the extent of he ain't gotta hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted me. They wanted me to go to school. Like I remember when I first signed my scholarship, and I remember in the project it was big dice game going on. All the niggas was out there. I might have walked away with $1,000. Just oh shit, nigga, yeah, we read that in the paper. Yeah, niggas just hit me, yo, bro, because they seen like. Nah, this nigga grew up in the heart of all this shit, and he's still trying to walk the right way. We gonna support that, and that's what they did. And they pops played a part in that. And I just felt like, to me, when they hit me about doing a record, I felt like that's what came out. It's like, yo, I gotta talk about that. Like I could have talked about my struggles in the projects and doing this, but I'm like, nah. I think this is a joint where I kind of gotta pay a little bit of homage. But at the same time, letting the little bros know, like, I got y'all, bro. Like, I got y'all. Fuck with me, I got y'all, man. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was glad they
hearing that track. It made me say, okay, now this is the big bro.
Yeah, and that's where it came from their generation. Like them niggas just stopped calling me L, like out of nowhere. Like this shit was it happened one day. Yo, big bro, what up? And then the next day, 2 more other niggas will say it. Then a couple of chicks will say it. And then next thing you know, it just started sticking. Then motherfuckers that wasn't even from the hood started seeing me and calling me that. Niggas that hit me on the gram or on Twitter. Yo, big bro, what up? I said, you know what? Change my shit to TL, big bro. And then it just went from there. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those names that just came out of nowhere.
Now, see, I'm gonna say this. I don't feel it's no project song for y'all unless all of y'all on this song.
And I don't know why it ain't like that.
And I'm just gonna say the names that have to be on the song. Me personally, and I know the people was waiting for this type of song. TL, Vic, Pretty, Benji, Curtis, Kaya, Trilly, A21, Bougie.
I would agree with that, but the only thing is that I think it's the people around the people.
I always said that.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's the people around, because I'm gonna give you an example. Vic was shooting a video in the projects, right? By his building not too long ago.
We was there.
Oh yeah, all right. Somebody out of his crew got on the gram or something. I can't remember verbatim, but niggas was just talking about it. He wrote, you know, they posted up that they doing the video or whatever, which is cool. And he wrote under there, yeah, fuck, something about fuck niggas talking about we can't come back to the hood and all of that. That right there alone,
it makes motherfuckers.
You dealing with niggas who, number one, ain't got shit, and you dealing with a lot of ego, and you dealing with young niggas. That alone makes niggas who, they maybe not fuck with each other, but it ain't really no real beef. But when you make a statement like that,
it makes you say fuck it.
Yeah, you kind of inviting something to happen that don't need to be happening. And I respect my nigga Curdy. I respect Curdy for this. Curdy posted up, yo, and Curdy and them don't fuck with each other like that for reasons. And Curdy posted under that, bro, this is the attitude of why the project is fucked up now for comments like this. Something not verbatim, but something to that extent. And the nigga took the shit down. Yeah. But it goes to show this is why a song like that probably can't happen, because niggas is so you don't even got no beef with nobody. Why are you posting that up here like that, bro? You ain't got no beef, my nigga. It ain't even an artist though. Yeah, exactly. It ain't even an artist doing that. But as an artist, you're gonna ride with your team because you want your team to ride with you. I'm not saying that the artist didn't say nothing to him or not. I don't know. I'm not in a camp. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's niggas in a camp that I fuck with. Yeah. that you know it's not that serious, bro. It ain't that serious.
That's how I saw the feeling about it. I said, this is not what it is.
It's
how the people was making it.
It's not.
And me being a person that sees it, you know what I'm saying?
It's just the extra people. Like, it was no reason to put a post. Yeah, fuck niggas talking about we can't come back to the hood. We here. How you inviting now? You inviting niggas because some niggas is gonna take it as, well, you testing me, bro. You think my shit don't go off, and niggas is gonna come.
But the thing that's so fucked up about that is that the atmosphere of that, you would never know that went on.
Yeah,
because he got his parents out there, his babies out there, so you would never know that somebody could inviting somebody to come hurt somebody.
And then if it would have went down, I think by Curdy immediately saying something, I think that diffused it, because when I got put onto it, it was late. I only seen a screenshot of it, and then when I went to the dude page, it was down. So I only got to see the screenshot of it. So I can't really say what else was said or what not. I only seen the screenshot because niggas showed me what how Curdy responded. And I salute Curdy for that, because Curdy is a nigga like Curdy about that action too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been having a bad day. Let's say he didn't have a bad day. He don't need a bunch of niggas to go make his move. He would have cracked down there by himself and made his move. But
him actually spoke
you know
about
what I'm saying? Yeah, like that was dope of him to do that.
And he said that, like, nah, that video should have been done better. They should have walked through the project.
But that makes it, but that by not doing that, it kind of subliminally saying we not sure if we could. But all you had to do is reach out to niggas. You know you're not beefing with them yet. It's no beef. It's niggas had disagreements 10 years ago. Niggas had disagreement. Niggas is past that shit, my nigga. Like, if we talking about beef, me personally, I know the motherfuckers I got beef with. You dig what I'm saying? And the niggas that I got beef with know what it is. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is, bro. Anybody else, my nigga, it's just, I might not fuck with you, you might not fuck with me. But it's not yo, boy, we killing this nigga. We gonna get this nigga. It's not like that. It's not like I don't care about what you're doing. Really, like I have my own thing. I had to take care of me, my family. I got my mama. I got niggas depending on me. Like, L, you can't quit, bro. Like this is a way for us to get right. I don't got time to be some petty shit, bro. Like, and then to make it in, everybody is 34, 35 and up. Let's be honest. Like, everybody, niggas ain't kids. Niggas ain't 28, 29, 30, 30. Niggas ain't that. Niggas, the primary motherfuckers, excluding the Kaya babies and the 821. Everybody else, niggas is grown, bro. Niggas is grown. So I don't want to hear that, oh, you a little old. No, I'm not far removed from y'all. I'm still in that bracket of age. Like, we not gonna do that. Like, when niggas was in high, we was all in high school around the same time. I might have been a senior, y'all might have been freshman. We been in high school at the same time. Nigga, we in the same era, bro. Right? We in the same era. So like if your mindset is still on pettiness, bro, you're not focused on what you need to be focused on. And I damn sure don't want to be around nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not where I'm at this stage, my nigga. I went through my shit. I took my losses. I had my wins. I had my falls. I was up. I was down. I was up. I was even lower. And I'm fighting back. I ain't got time for that other shit, bro. I ain't got time for that.
That was the number one question that came to me when TL came up there. They say, yo, you have to ask this. I said, I'm asking that shit.
I know
because
that.
Me personally, this is what I want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But it could have happened. The project song probably would have been a perfect song for that shit.
Yeah,
honestly,
when I heard
it would have been a perfect song. But
because the first thing to me, all of y'all had a point where y'all was waving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if y'all actually put that together, Pretty had his Real Nigga Syndrome, Vic is doing his freestyle, Kaya Baby's now doing her thing, 821, Curtis Cass was doing his thing, Benji, you know what I'm saying? It all connects to me.
But I just think niggas got a problem with giving it up, man. Niggas only give it up to the ones they fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they only give it up to the niggas they fuck with. Like they won't say, yo, L is nice because they don't fuck with me directly. Like, not on no beef shit. It's just that L doing what he doing, we doing what we doing. But I might see E. I fuck with E. We might yap it up together, be in a party together. So E is nice. But I ain't in a party with L. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. So I can't say he nice. Like, that shit is the weird, yo, bro. That should be the weirdest shit to be, man.
Because we live in the weird era. Look, we got the weird president.
45, the biggest weirdo. But I don't know. I guess it goes back to what you said earlier about the insecurities, man. I'm just cool with me, my nigga. I smile all the time. I got the worst teeth in the world. And I smile, bro. I be in bitches' faces, niggas. I'ma smile because I'm confident in me, bro. Like, I ain't gotta have shit, my nigga. I'm confident in me, my abilities. I'm confident in me, my nigga. Like, I'm confident in me. So I don't care about that. Like, you could be nice as fuck. I'ma go and be like, all right, bro, let's do it. Like, let me give you a quick story. 3 of my favorite artists, my nigga, the realest shit ever. I'm gonna go one by one. First time I seen Pusha T, seen him at CIAA. I was performing down there. And we coming out, we're about to go into the spot. We just parked. Pusha T and him just parked. Him and his crew walking up. We walking up, and we all about to turn to, go into the joint. How the nigga just say out of the blue? We saying to each other, I think that's Pusha right there. We ain't get a chance to go introduce or nothing. That nigga looked at me and said, 22 inches with the lips like Angela Jolie. We about them dollars over here. And I'm like, oh, Push, what up, boy? Like, the realest shit ever. My nigga, like, never met him. This is my first time meeting him.
How you met him?
Yeah, that's how I met Pusha T. Like, we chopped it up. Yo, L, hit on my number, nigga. Like, we gonna get up, blah. When we in Charlotte, I hit the nigga the next morning and he was right back. Like, literally right back. Yo, I'll be in New York soon. We gonna get up, make it happen. My dumb ass, we leaving. We going back home. We stopped to get something to eat. I left my phone in the restaurant. I ain't realize I left my phone because I must have gotten the van. We got the TV on. So we watch the TV, I'm eating. I doze off. But as I'm asleep, I'm like, damn, I ain't get woken up by my phone. Nobody text me. About 2-3 hours later, I said, oh, I ain't got no phone. So that was that. That was one. Then we in Atlanta to see Jeezy. We had some video shoot, right? So Jeezy, Ross was there. Shit was crazy. Stack Bundles, God bless him. We was down there with them, fucking with them. So Jeezy comes up, and I think he was talking to Dre. He was saying something. I think he was giving a Hood Affair drop. He might have been doing. But whatever he was saying, Dre turned around and was like, yo, Jeezy, I want you to meet, you know what I'm saying? It's my artist, TL. It's like, I already fuck with the homie shit, yo. Like on some real shit. Like, I fuck with this shit. And he named something that I had on the Hood Affair. He was like, yo, you had that shit on. I think we was in a project on a building. He was like, yo, it was a bunch of y'all. You see that project look crazy. Like, and I'm sitting there like, Jeezy, like, that's my nigga. Everybody know I love Jeezy. So I'm like, oh, that's my nigga. So I'm like, all right, boom. So, it was all love. And then Kiss, the realest shit. Kiss had he had a release party. He had some, it was a spot on Queens Boulevard. It used to be a strip club. It was by a little bit, a few doors down from Play Lounge. And Kiss and them pulled up in there. So we performing at his party. So when we coming on stage, it was a nigga standing at the bottom of the stage. So he's not security though. This nigga iced out, whatever. So we coming off and the nigga like, yo, let me holler at you. And I'm like, what's good? So everybody standing around like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga want to holler at? But he's not like threatening like it's a problem. They just like, who is this nigga? He said, yo, Kiss want to holler at you. Yeah. So we didn't even know Kiss was in the building at this time. We just get on stage. They take me upstairs to VIP. Kids like, yeah, you got the raspy voice. Like, he laughed. He said, yo, my man, yo, what we were just watching, come in here. And the nigga looked. He said, oh, that's son. He said, yo, my nigga, we playing your video in a van right now. Real shit. So the kids did, gave me his number. I hit him. He hit me back. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I'm on a promo tour with Def Jam right now. When I get back, yo, let's get up. Every time I seen the nigga's always been love. Like, he never like, yo, face like, who is this? Yo, TL, what up? And I'm like, damn, son, these are niggas I also like to say, these are niggas that's established. So millions of records. They could give it up. How you niggas can't give it up?
Because they're secure.
Look.
Like, how y'all can't give it up?
See, the ones that haven't sold millions of records think they sold millions of records.
You know what I'm saying? The internet lets you be anybody
you want to be. If you get about 100 likes, you think you sold 100,000 records somewhere. How it goes though. Yeah. They use their popularity to say, well, I ain't got to show him no like because I'm more popular than him. Yeah. That's how it goes. But I bet you if you saw after this interview, for the people that watch, I guarantee it turns different. Yeah. Damn, he did that, and this is how it comes.
And you know what's crazy? My whole point of all that shit is, I'm doing this to shine light on the borough. Like, I'm for Queens. Like, I'm for y'all. But at some point, y'all have to say, all right, bro, it's nice. We can't front no more. Like a nigga that say, I always laugh women telling that. Nigga be like, yo, I can't front, my nigga. Your shit hot. So what are you telling me? You was really trying to front? Like you came in with the intentions of fronting, like, nah, I can't give it up, but I can't hate my nigga. His shit is hot. So you really wanted to hate though. Like you starting this conversation off like that. You wanted to hate.
From saying, we got to take this away.
Yeah,
I'm from New York.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
No, you can.
Brooklyn niggas don't do that. It's been all over the world.
Because people think people think when you meet
you got family in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What do a Brooklyn nigga tell you when you meet them? They never say I'm from New York.
No,
I'm from Brooklyn.
Because people look.
When I was young, I went to Miami. We went for spring break out there. So, you know, Queens. So we said, everybody from New York. I said, everybody from Brooklyn, right? I said, next nigga asked from Brooklyn, asked him what part.
Yeah.
She came back laughing like, no
part. But niggas just say Brooklyn is like its own place. And I say that only why I say Queens so much because I think our borough is dope.
Yeah,
and I don't want it to get lost in the just New York because to the people, they look at New York as Brooklyn.
That's all I'm saying.
They look at New York as Brooklyn. So I'm like, I think our borough is so dope and there's so much energy and talent and niggas that could carry it that it's just no light on it. But niggas in Queens, one thing I do get mad about with niggas in Queens,
everybody gotta come.
Niggas in Queens will get on or semi on, and they'll show more love to everywhere else, but they don't know. Like that shit is weird to me, bro.
Over there,
yeah.
Y'all wanna be from Chicago?
Yeah, they'll show love to everywhere but the borough, and I'm like, I can't stand for that. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, my nigga. Like no, like give it up to the borough.
Like they don't want to be from Queens.
And get the fuck out of here. Don't want to be from Queens then, but then when it benefits you, you shouting Queens. Nah, we not gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, my nigga. We ain't gonna do that. I think our borough is dope. I think we got a lot of. I think we got niggas that can make some big fucking records. I think niggas got big records right now.
Yeah.
That for some reason, like how niggas ain't supporting that.
The light is back on Queens again.
But let's see what we do with it.
Back
now it's like let's see what we do with it. Let's see what we do.
The light haven't been on Queens. It's been on Queens for about a couple of years since Slow them had it.
Yeah.
The light is still here. They're just waiting for the next thing to come from Queens. You know what I'm saying?
One thing that I say Queens still has, they still have original artists. Like a lot of these other artists that come from other boroughs are already conforming. They starting to sound like mumble. They starting to rap about the
Queens
drums.
is gonna be who they are.
Yeah, like that's we have our individuality. That's what I guess makes us so strong to say I don't need him.
Yeah.
Brooklyn niggas be like, damn, I can't front. We don't really fuck with they people. But son to help us in this category.
Yeah.
Or he got this market. Let's go get this market.
Facts.
Well, we gotta let y'all go. Man. Shout out to TL for coming through.
Yo, man.
We went overtime for TL.
Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry about the overtime, man. Okay. But look, man, dream from a project window, young. Like, if you ain't got this project and you ain't had this project yet, don't hold yourself up, man. It's a dope project. I'm not saying it because I'm on it. Shameless plug. It's a dope project. It's a dope project, bro. And it also kind of brings y'all into the world of where I was at, where I'm at now, and where I'm headed. And I rep for the city, my nigga. I rep for my borough. I rep for my city. And if you into good music, this is a project y'all should go get, man. And I thank y'all for having me, man. Yacht Radio, man. Y'all niggas always show love. And I couldn't give nobody this interview without giving it to y'all first, man.
Fact,
and I appreciate y'all, bro, for real.
Thank you, big bro.
Yes, sir. We live. Y'all know.
Don't ask them no more of those questions, all right? It's done.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
Nobody else can ask those questions, all right? That's over. Y'all know the questions I'm talking about, so don't ask them.
We out of here.